On day 1, I spawned in as a baby shark inside of the underwater coral reefs. In front of me was my father, who was about to enter a dangerous blood ritual.
The sharks are being hunted down. I must do what it takes.
Wait, Dad, no! I swam over and pushed him out, causing me to take his place.
Son, no!
The ritual activated, and I floated up and absorbed all of its power, turning me into a baby blood shark. Whoa, I feel powerful. What just happened? Just then, explosions sounded off as dangerous animal hunters entered our home.
We finally found him!
I told you we would. Now take them down and collect their heads as trophies.
As he left, his men rushed in to kill us all. No! I quickly swam throughout the chaos and found my father.
Bozo, these hunters won't stop until all of us sharks are dead. You've acquired a power like no other. It's up to you now to stop this. Ah!
Dad, no! On day 2, I reluctantly listened to my father and left my people behind. No, I have to find a way to stop this. I need to save my dad and... Yeah! I looked over, only to see a player standing on top of a jet ski.
You're in my jet skiing water, you freak. Get lost!
Ah! Hey! Because I was hit, my vision started to turn blood red, and I couldn't control myself. I lashed out at the player and began to unleash sharp blood slashes straight at him.
Oh! What kind of shark is that?
He began to drive away, but I was close on his tail. Whoa, that ritual must have given me powers. I chased until the two of us reached a beachside. There, waiting for him, was backup. Before I could charge in, my normal vision returned, and I felt weaker than ever. You just made a big mistake, freak. Put him on the docks, right where he belongs. On day 3, I was thrown into a tank. I looked around and saw I was in the middle of a village market.
Get your fish here! They're super tasty! Oh my, no one will ever want to buy you, ugly!
Hey, let me out of here!
Don't worry, you're not alone.
Huh? I looked over to see a strange mutated fish was trapped as well.
Welcome to the docks, place where villagers trade mostly anything that has to deal with us sea creatures.
What? No, I gotta get out of here. My dad, he's counting on me. I angrily broke open my tank and began to hop throughout the docks, searching for the nearest exit. Okay, just stay calm. But my blood senses were triggered again. I looked over and saw a blood piranha heart on one of the stands. Whoa, I have to take it. Hi?
Oh no! The shark escaped!
All of the villagers around me began to panic, and some even jumped off the dock.
Leave the potatoes behind! Leave them!
In the midst of everything, I was able to make it over to the blood piranha heart and collected it. Because of this, I had upgraded into a larger blood shark. I now had 10 hearts, and my blood senses had amplified. Whoa! Was that heart connected to me? On day 4, the players that captured me before returned.
This little fish is annoying!
Time to take it down! They charged in with their weapons, but in my new form, I was able to blood bite my enemies. Ouchie! What the? They tried their best, but they didn't stand a chance. Yeah, run away! With my victory, I was hopping towards the water when...
Hey, come on! Don't forget about me!
What? Dude, I don't know you.
Yeah, but I know what you are looking for. If you release me, I'll show you.
Huh. Curious, I let the fish out of the tank and followed him through the ocean. It wasn't long until the two of us arrived at a blood shoreline, and in its waters were strange pedestals.
That heart you found there belonged to one of the 6 blood creatures in the ocean, each of them having vastly different abilities, but were sadly all taken down by the trophy hunters. Go on ahead.
I looked at one of the pedestals and placed the heart down, which caused the small blood ritual to activate. Whoa, maybe if I find these blood creatures' hearts, I can take their abilities and be strong enough to stop those trophy hunters. On day 5, I decided to build a new home at the Blood Shores. I made sure to collect more than enough materials to make my new home suit a real blood shark. And perfect. From there, I looked over to see the fish had made himself a home underwater as well.
You saved me, so I'm sticking by your side. By the way, call me Gil.
Well, nice to meet you, Gil. With that, I went out to search for food for our home. But before I could find anything, gah! What the? Wait, a small octopus? What are you doing?
Ah! You're a monster, just like those hunters!
Huh? Hey, wait up! I chased after the tiny little animal, but she wasn't listening to me at all.
Stay away from me, you monster!
Hey! It wasn't long until the octopus was killed right in front of me. I looked to find myself in the middle of a destroyed sea town, and in it, looting, were the trophy hunters.
That's the rest of them, Captain Vigo.
Good. Collect them all. Each time we add them to our collection.
The hunters then left. So this is what they do? Just go through the ocean and kill all the creatures? I have to stop them. I angrily swam after where they headed until making it to the shoreline of a bamboo jungle. Great, I lost them.
Whoa, you're a blood creature, huh?
What the? You know who I am?
Yeah, my people knew another blood creature. Way more better looking than you, though. Anyways, bye!
With that, the otter went running through the jungle. No, hey! I chased after him following the river until reaching a bamboo outpost.
Oh, you brought this thing here?
He followed me!
I looked over and saw that here in the outpost was another blood heart. I was about to swim over and take it, but was launched aside by a few otters. Ah! Hey! Give me that heart!
This heart is the heart of the Blood Mermaid, and it is ours! We found it, and we've been using it to protect our home from those nasty hunters.
Look, I need it to stop them, okay? That's what I'm trying to do. The otter signaled me, and I followed him until arriving at a strange course. What's this?
You think you have what it takes to stop them? Fine, then prove it!
On day 7, otters lined up throughout the entire course. What kind of challenge is this?
Us otters take our challenges very seriously. Begin!
I began to partake in his obstacle course. In it were deadly traps, and if I fell, it would lead right into lava. Whoa! I gotta be careful.
Take this, you loser! Ha, yeah, you ever walked before?
Otters to the left and right of me were throwing anything they could, trying to make me fall. Gah! I was out of my comfort zone, hopping from platform to platform. But thankfully, with one final jump, I was able to make it to the end. I did it!
Very well, scary-looking monster. You've completed our deadly task. Come with me.
I went back to the otter's main bamboo outpost, but something was wrong. It was destroyed, and there, standing at the mermaid heart, was an armored hunter.
I work for the trophy hunters, and when I bring this heart back to them, I will be rewarded.
He picked up the heart and ran away. No, stop! I hopped after him throughout the jungle, and it wasn't long until I arrived at a strange clearing. No, did I lose him? Just then, bushes rustled to the left and to the right of me. Oh no, the warrior jumped out and landed right in front of me.
Little shark, you fell right into my trap.
On day 8, he rushed in to attack. Ah!
Us hunters know about you. Another blood creature trying to save the ocean. Well, you will fail, just like the ones before you did as well.
He performed a magical ability, which summoned a huge tank of water to surround us. And from it, a blood mermaid spirit appeared beside him.
The one who holds me shall gather my power.
What? With his new power, he was incredibly strong and had sharp attacks that would slice my hearts down to nothing. Thankfully for me, though, I was able to counter him with with my new blood bites. Take this! I did my best, but with the mermaid's powers, I knew I was done for. Until... to the left and right of me, I saw that I had backup. The otters!
Hey there, dude. You mess with our home, you mess with us!
They charged into battle with me. With the increase in numbers, we were able to outnumber the warrior. And with enough hits, he was defeated. Yes! I collected the dropped mermaid blood heart. And because of this, I upgraded. I now had my very own blood shark attacks. And could also now walk on land? Huh, but mermaids don't have legs. Anyway, still nice though.
Oh, great. Now our home is gone. What do we do now?
I think I have an idea. On days 9 to 10, I brought the otters with me back to my base, to the Blood Shores.
This place looks, welcoming.
It's better than nothing.
With that, I went to work and built them up a nice place to stay on the shore. I even added tons of jungle-themed blocks and bamboo to make them feel just at home.
Thank you, Fozo. But I must ask, you're a shark. Why aren't you trying to, kill us?
Because with those hunters, all of us creatures gotta stick together. From there, I went over and placed the mermaid heart down on one of the pedestals. And because of this, the ritual started to grow in size. Whoa, the ritual's getting stronger? I wonder what'll happen when I find all of the hearts. As I asked myself this, a barrage of explosions happened in our base. Yeah! What happened? I emerged, only to see that our home was surrounded by a gang of skeletons.
We caught him! Oh, really? Thanks, Captain Obvious!
Silence!
Out walking to the shore was a large skelebeast.
So, the blood shark is real. Capture them all. Bring them back to the biker club.
Wait, what? I watched as the skeletons rushed over and began to capture my friends. And in another explosion, I passed out. On days 11 to 12, I awoke in the middle of an ominous alleyway. Around me were a few of my friends, all captured. No!
He finally woke up! I can see that, genius! We share the same body! Why do you always have to make fun of me?
Let me out! I blood bit out of my cage and began to chase the small skeletons in pure rage. You'll pay for taking my friends! Rah! I was about to corner them, but the floor gave out underneath me, causing me to fall in a strange, fiery hideout.
We don't wish to end you, but us biker skeletons need your help.
My help? Not a chance! I blood slashed at the beast and ran in to fight him in pure rage. He was a tough opponent and had shadow dashes to his defense. We were evenly matched when he yelled,
Wait!
"What?" He threw down a mysterious map on the ground. What's that?
This is a map that leads to a blood heart. And if you want it and your friend's safety, then you'll do exactly what we ask for. Do we have a deal?
I agreed, and the Skelly Beast led me out of the biker club. It wasn't long until we reached what looked to be a large player society. Inside of it were players everywhere, using crazy machinery.
These players here stole something from me, and I want you to be the one to get it back.
On days 13 to 14, I began to stealthily walk throughout their outpost, avoiding being caught by the players. There's too many of them. If I get caught, I'm done for. I narrowly escaped a farmer and made it inside of a loot room. There, at the end, was a mystical-looking skelly staff. Whoa, that must be their lost item. Time to claim my prize. I went up and collected it, but as I did,
Oh, lunch was great. Now just time to check up on what I was guarding and...
What did you have for lunch?
Alert! Alert! Someone is stealing from us!
I ran out just in time to see players snap their heads towards me. Roger, you had one job, man!
I'm sorry!
The players in their airships began to fly right at me. Oh no! I panicked and accidentally used the Skelly Staff, causing a bunch of skeleton minions to spawn. Sweet! The airships came in, but the minions were able to use a projectile blast, sending it down to the ground. No wonder he wants this staff. It's sick. The minions vanished, and I quickly left the player's outpost.
Yes, I can sense it. You found it!
I did. Here you go. With that, I traded him the staff for the Leviathan maze map.
Your friends will be freed as well. You have my word.
On days 15 to 16, I trusted the Skelly Beast and followed his map. It wasn't long until I arrived back underwater and at the entrance of an ominous-looking temple.
Welcome to the trials of the Leviathan. Those who wish to claim its heart must prove to be worthy of it.
How hard can it be? Bring it! I swam inside, and I saw that the trial of the Leviathan was a giant underwater maze. Well, there's no time to waste.
The trials have begun!
I swam throughout it as fast as I could. In it were lots of different challenges and death traps. Whoa! But I knew I had to keep pushing. Come on, there has to be a faster way I can get through this. Just then, a strange sensation filled within me, and my blood sense triggered again. I could now see through the maze walls, and there, glowing at the center, was the blood Leviathan heart. There it is. Now knowing its location made it way easier for me to make the correct turns, and eventually, I was able to make it to the maze's center. Haha! That trial was a piece of cake. I was about to swim up to collect my prize when I was blasted back. Ah! There, in front of me, was the soul of the large, deadly blood Leviathan.
You wish to hold my heart?
I do. Look, I know those hunters defeated you and took you down, but I want to avenge you and all of the other sea creatures.
A noble cause, but a mere impossible one. Those hunters have claimed even me. What makes me think you can stop them?
By showing you I can be stronger. The Leviathan was angered by my comment and swam in to attack. He was much larger than me and used his deadly blood lightning to his advantage. Yeah! Oh no, I gotta go! I began to swim through another corridor while the Leviathan chased right behind me.
Who's stronger now?
I gotta think of something! I swam around the corner and quickly was able to hide before I was spotted.
I know you're here somewhere. Accept your fate.
Come on, think. There, above the Leviathan, was an unstable roof. There! Using my blood slash, I shot towards the roof, causing it to collapse over him. Because of this, he was captured, and I won.
Very well. You can accept my heart.
With that, he transformed back into his heart. And once collected, I upgraded again. I now had 5 more hearts and the ability to shoot out blood lightning at will. Sick! I proudly made it out of the water and saw the skeleton crew waiting at the shoreline.
Hey, so those players kind of found our home and wrecked it. You think you have a place for us totally friendly skeletons to stay?
On days 19 to 21, I made it safely back to base with the skeleton crew. They helped me and my friends repair our home from all of the destruction they caused.
Ha! Yeah, sorry about that. Got any grub we can eat?
I got a better idea. From there, I took some time to build up the skeletons their very own diner on the beach of our base. Here you guys go. All you can eat too.
Yeehaw! Come on, boys. And, thanks, Fozo.
Don't mention it. With that, I went over and placed down the Leviathan heart next to the others. The ritual circle was now one step closer to being complete. That's the third one. I'm halfway to completing the ritual circle. I just hope I can complete it in time to stop Vigo. As I said this, I noticed a tail flailing in the water by our base.
So shiny.
Wait, a guardian?
Hey, one of the blood creatures was a blood guardian. Maybe he'll know something about the heart?
Oh, good call. Hey, but he just ignored me. It's like he's not even here. I swam behind him as he went deeper and deeper into the ocean. Okay, this place gives me the creeps. Hey, where are you going? I need your help. But as I said this, I saw that he was focused on a glowing light.
So pretty.
Dude, snap out of it! Before I could get his attention, a giant anglerfish ate him whole. Ah! My scream alerted the fish, who slowly turned towards me. On days 22 to 26, the anglerfish began to charge in towards me. I swam around the ravine, trying to dodge his massive jaws. But then it started to shoot me with light? Ah, what the? I knew I had to fight back. So I unleashed my new blood lightning attack on it. Okay, this thing is crazy strong. As I said this, the angler came charging up and was about to swallow me whole. Wait! But he was suddenly knocked back.
Hurry! That won't stun him for long.
Wait, what? I turned around to see a guardian king swimming above the ravine. You saved me?
Yeah? And did you not hear me? We have to go now!
I quickly followed him as we left and hid in a forest of seaweed. What was that guy's deal?
That anglerfish has feasted on my people ever since our Blood King, my father, died at the hands of those wretched trophy hunters.
The hunters? That's right. Do you still have your king's heart?
Do you not realize how weird that question is?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, but look, I need it, okay? I need it to stop the trophy hunters.
All right. I'll bring you to it.
On days 27 to 29, the Guardian led me all the way to his people's monument home. The ancient structure was heavily destroyed, though, and nearly in ruins. What happened?
The hunters happened. Come along now.
He led me to the center of their home, where they held the Guardian's blood heart. Yes! I went up to grab it, but was quickly cut off. Okay, come on, what gives?
I said I would bring you here, but I cannot just simply hand over our king's heart for free.
But I need this. I can use it to stop them. Don't you understand that?
We hate the hunters just as much as any other fish, but they are not our main concern right now. It's that bloodthirsty anglerfish. If we only had some way of drawing it out of its den.
Look, I'll do anything.
Anything for the heart, you say?
Yes.
Then I have the perfect idea for how you can earn it. Men, it's time!
Jerkbait!
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
All you need to do is make the anglerfish chase you all the way back here. Then we can enact our plan. Do we have a deal?
I guess I have no other choice. Deal. On days 30 to 32, I went back to the Angler's Ravine. They called you bloodthirsty, huh? Then maybe this will draw you out. I shot down my blood splashes everywhere inside and waited, but nothing happened. What? Why didn't that work? As I said this, I saw a faint light glowing from below. Huh, that Guardian was right. It is really pretty. It's so shiny. What was I even doing here again? Right. Ah! I quickly began to swim as the angler chased closely behind me. I made a break for the seaweed forest to hide in and began dodging between all of it to try and find cover. Those guardians better keep their end of the deal. But as I said this, the angler shot out his light attack that hit me head on. Ah! His attack didn't hurt that much, but it caused me to glow in the water. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. He'll find me in no time. The fish quickly swam in in and attacked me again. And his bite nearly took me out in one hit. Gah! I gotta get out of here. I quickly swam out of the seaweed forest and made a break for the Guardian Monument. But as I burst out into the opening, not a single Guardian was here. Guys, the anglerfish quickly caught up to me and was about to finish me off with another attack. No! On days 33 to 35, all of the Guardians came out of hiding. No! They all blasted the angler at once, and their combined attacks were pushing it back and dealing lots of damage.
Finish it, bozo!
You got it! I swam in and followed up with my powerful Blood Lightning to finally take it down. Phew, that was a close one. You guys really did have my back there.
Of course. We weren't just gonna leave you out to dry. Now go on. You've earned your reward.
Finally! With that, I swam over and collected the Guardian's Blood Heart, which caused me to upgrade again. I gained 5 more hearts and grew into an even stronger Blood Shark. I now had a new blood step that allowed me to teleport short distances at will. Sick!
Now, what did you say your plan was about the hunters?
Well, why don't I just show you instead of telling you? On days 36 to 39, I made it back to my base with the Guardians. I got to work, building them up a new monument in the base with the blocks I mined from their home.
Thank you, Fozo. Our old home would never stand up to another attack.
Of course, I want to save all of the ocean creatures with this power. Speaking of, I went over and placed down the Guardian's Heart, causing the ritual circle to grow again. Yes, one step closer. I stood back to admire all of the friends and improvements I had made to my home, and I couldn't help but think of my father. He would love this place. I really hope he's okay. Just then, I heard someone nearby whistling.
Oh, I hope I catch me a big one today.
Huh? I swam out to the noise and saw an old man fishing from his little boat. What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, little cuttlefish. Don't let an old man like me bother you.
I'm not a cuddle.
Well, since you asked, it's just that my old spot has been polluted by those darn hunters. You see, the youth just don't care for the ocean like us old folk.
Wait, did you say hunters?
Yes, I did, little one. They keep dumping all their oil into the sea without a care in the world. Can you believe that?
Oh no, I need to stop them then. Can you lead me to them? On days 40 to 44, I swam beside the old fisherman as he led me all the way to the horrible sight. The hunters had constructed an entire oil rig and they were carelessly dumping oil into the ocean. Why would they do this?
Those young'uns are all about the money. They just look at that oil like a giant paycheck, and they don't care what they gotta do to get it.
Right. Well, maybe it's time someone reminded them not to mess with the ocean. Thanks for showing me this, by the way.
Ah, of course, little cuttlefish. You take care now.
I'm not whatever. Now, how am I gonna do this? I swam up closer to the rig, where I saw that they had 2 main drills off to the side. All right, no drills means no more oil for them. Here goes nothing. I quickly climbed up onto the rig and unleashed my blood shards attack. Because of this, it heavily damaged it. But some of the hunters began to take notice.
Hey, it's that stupid shark! Shoot him!
Their attacks came raining down from above. So I used my new blood step ability to teleport to the other side of the drill and hit it with another attack. Yes! Now, on to the other one.
Sir, one of our drills was just destroyed by the blood shark. What do you want us to do?
He came right to me. Don't worry, I'll handle this one.
On days 45 to 47, I quickly walked over to the second drill and was about to destroy it when I was blown backwards. And as I looked up, I saw a horrifying hunter mech.
There you are! I've already killed a blood megalodon. Vigo will be happy to see that I was the one to cut off your head.
No way, you psycho! I can't believe you're doing this to the ocean! The hunter then started to unload explosive attacks down on me. Ah! I moved around as quickly as I could, trying to dodge his attacks, but he was extremely powerful. No! What do I do?
There's nothing you can do! My explosives could destroy the whole ocean if I wanted to!
That's it! I used my blood step ability to teleport to the nearest spout of oil. Come on, show me what you got!
Alright then, die!
He unleashed another explosive attack that struck me, but also hit the oil.
Oh no!
With that, the extremely flammable oil led all the way up to the rig, and it started to explode.
No! Abandon ship! Abandon ship!
Yes! Landing in the water next to me was a letter the hunter was holding. I picked it up and saw it was the coordinates to his personal yacht. Store the goods in the treasury with the others. This must be where he's keeping the Megalodon's heart. On days 48 to 52, I followed the note's coordinates to the hunter's yacht. Wow, this guy was really full of himself. I noticed only 3 guards on the deck. Okay. This should be easy.
What was that? Quit your worrying. No one's ever gonna find this boat. We are completely... what the? Kill it!
2 of them began to rush in using their weapons, but I was much stronger now and easily took them down first. Take that!
Hey, let's not be hasty here. I was just about to show you to the treasury. That's why you're here, right?
Right. Show me. The hunter led me under the deck and to the treasury doors. He flipped a switch to open them, and I saw the Megalodon's heart was here, along with my father in a tank? Dad!
Go on. I won't stop you.
I ran in, but as soon as I did...
My boy? No, it's a trap!
What? Turning around, I saw that the hunter flipped another switch.
Stupid fish!
The doors slammed shut, and electricity started to spark around the room. Oh no! On days 53 to 56, I started to run down the room towards my dad, but more lightning traps started to hit me. Ah!
Don't worry about me. Destroy the trap first.
I looked around and saw what he was talking about. Okay, don't worry, Dad. I'm gonna get us out of this. I continued to run across the room and used my bloody step to try to dodge around, but the traps would still hit me. Gah! I was now at extremely low health, and my vision started to get blurry. Dad, I don't know if I can do it.
You can do it, my boy. I believe in you.
My dad's faith in me gave me the strength I needed to. I can do this. With all the power I had, I used my bloody step to teleport in front of the trap and finally destroy it. Yes! I was enabled to break my father out of his cage.
Good job, Fozo. I'm so proud of you. And I'm sorry. So sorry you had to do this. I was supposed to be the blood shark, to carry this burden.
It's okay, Dad. Come on. Let's just get you out of here. On days 57 to 59, I went over and grabbed the Megalodon heart, which caused me to upgrade again. I grew in size and strength and can now shoot out a bloody ray attack. Sick! From there, I helped my dad back to the deck, and we both safely made it to the water.
Thank you, my son.
Don't mention it, Dad. Now, come on, let's get you out of here. But as we started to swim away,
Die, you stupid fish!
the hunter tried to hit my dad. No! Yeah! Ah! Ah! My bloody vision took over again, and I unleashed my new blood ray attack right back at him, taking him down and restoring some of my hearts in the process. Whoa.
Oh my, Fozo, what is that?
Oh, it's kind of a blood rage thing I can use, but only when I get really angry.
That might just be the key, Fozo. No other blood creature has had that power.
Well then, I guess I'll have to use that to my advantage.
What? Seems I can't trust anyone to do the job for me then. Man, gear up. We're going hunting.
On days 60 to 63, my father and I made it safely back to base. I quickly built him up a room in my home so that he would have a place to rest.
Thank you, Fozo. I am so proud of the shark you've become.
Thank you, Dad. I'm just glad that you're back safe. With that, I went over and placed the Megalodon heart next to the others in my home, causing the ritual circle to almost be complete. All right.
Well, would you look at that? Just one more heart and you'll be able to face Vigo.
Yeah, but I have no idea where the last heart could be. Just then, I felt a creeping chill run down my spine.
Who's there?
Appearing out of nowhere in front of us was a ghostly diver. Ah!
Ah!
I mean you no harm, Blood Shark. I am here to be your guide.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
I will be your guide to the final Blood Heart, the heart of the Kraken.
Well then, lead the way.
I hate ghosts. They give me the freaks.
Well, hello there, little one.
Oh, hi. Oh, no.
On days 64 to 68, the ghost led me across the ocean to a frozen biome of crazy ice spires. Whoa, so the Kraken heart, it's here?
Not quite. There is something you need to do first.
Okay, then what is this place?
This is the Frozen Spires, a biome of crossing glaciers and freezing cold. And somewhere within resides the key to the Kraken's den, the Shellhorn.
Will bring us to the Blood Kraken heart?
Yes! Now you're catching on.
All right, here goes nothing. I started to head deep into the frozen spires, and its winding paths made it incredibly difficult to know where I even was. This place is very disorienting, you know? It was then that I heard something coming from behind. I turned around to see a group of undead pillagers were following me. Hi there. You wouldn't happen to know where a Shellhorn would be, would you?
You won. We need one.
Wait, what? They all started to then rush towards me. Okay, not good. Ah! Can't we just talk about this? Maybe around a warm campfire? But they weren't listening and were relentless in their pursuit. Some of them even cut me off around a corner. Gah! Hey! I unleashed my Blood Ray attack at them, which took them down and replenished my health at the same time. Nice. And not so nice. On days 69 to 73, I finally ran into an opening, which held the Shellhorn high up. Bingo! But more and more ghostly pillagers came running in to block my path. Oh, no you don't. I quickly used every ability I could to cut, fight, and take them down to clear a pathway. Take that! But they were countering, using freezing attacks that would slow me down. I made a break for the center and used my blood step to teleport towards the shell. Okay, what do I do with this thing now?
It's a horn.
Oh, right. I blew into the horn, which caused a loud burst of sound to ring out. Because of this, all of the ghostly pillagers were laid to rest. I did it!
Good work, Blood Shark. Now, follow me.
The ghostly diver brought me over to a large set of doors deep underwater.
This is the Kraken's den. Now use the horn.
I did as she said and blew into the horn, causing the doors to open. Sweet!
Don't celebrate yet. Your trials are far from being over, Blood Shark. She waits for you below.
All right, that's not creepy at all. We journeyed inside until reaching an underwater cavern. There were cracks of magma throughout, and the place felt so dead. But there, floating in the center, was the Kraken heart. Yes! On days 74 to 77, I started to swim quickly towards the final blood heart.
I would wait if I were you.
What are you talking about? It's right here. I swam right up to it, but as I went to grab it, I went through it? Huh? What's going on?
The heart is still in its ghostly form, just like its previous body.
What? Then, appearing behind me was the ghostly Kraken. Ah! Out of fear, I shot out my blood slash at them, but it went completely through them.
The blood shark. Let's see if you have what it takes to climb my heart.
the Kraken called up a ghostly tentacle that slammed into me. Ah! What? You can hit me, but I can't hit you?
Shark, listen to me. You must refill the crystals in the room. Only then will the heart become flesh again.
Refill the crystals? With what?
Your blood.
The Kraken continued its attacks as I quickly teleported around the room. There's one. I made it to the first crystal and hit it with my blood ray. Yes!
That was a fluke. You won't get another.
On days 78 to 80, the Kraken began to defend its den even more fiercely. Its tentacles were now popping up everywhere. Ah! I swam around, hunting for the remaining 2 crystals. I finally found the next one and made a break for it, but the Kraken cut me off. Oh no! Its close-range attacks were even deadlier than its spectral tentacles and slammed me back even further. Gah! I can't lose this. Using my blood slash attack, I was able to break the ground below the Kraken, which caused the exposed magma blocks to pull them down. I used the opening to swim over to the next crystal and filled it up. All right, just one more to go. I made my way around the cavern to the next crystal. Almost there. Ah! I was now extremely low on hearts.
You were supposed to be the one to get revenge against the hunters. You are nowhere strong enough to stop them. None of us were. So here, I'll kill you mercifully.
No, enough! The Kraken's tentacles slammed into me again, and my vision began to fade. On days 81 to 85, my vision suddenly came back in a dark place. Wait, a ritual circle? What's going on? Where am I? I then felt something swimming in the dark water around me.
This was my burden.
Dad, I can handle this. I'm strong enough. You just made a big mistake, freak. What? No, I can do this.
There is nothing you can do.
No, I have what it takes. My vision came to, and I was back in the Kraken den with my blood rage. Rah!
What? That should have killed you.
Well, it seems like I'm stronger than you thought. The Kraken angrily lashed out at me again, but I shot out the most powerful blood ray I could that passed through them and filled up the final crystals. Yes! With that, the Kraken's heart was brought back to life.
Well, seems I did underestimate you, Shark. Good luck.
He faded away, and I was able to grab the final blood heart. Because of this, I began to upgrade. I now had 35 hearts and became the strongest ocean creature ever. Woohoo! I feel so powerful!
Good work, Fozo. And thank you for putting me and my friends to rest.
I'm glad I could help. Now, it's time to finish that ritual. On days 86 to 90, I was making my way back to the base to complete the ritual circle, but...
Sir, we're ready to depart.
What's going on? I came around the corner to see that Vigo and his men were preparing their ship for war.
All right, man. Today's the day. Today we squash this bloody rebellion once and for all. And the man who gives me the head of that blood shark, I will shower with riches.
Yes, sir!
Vigo then looked over, and there in a cage was Gil? No.
Now, tell me where your little friend's base is.
Well, you see, I forgot?
Then, pal, you are no use to me.
Wait. I'll tell you.
Oh no, I gotta get home before them and finish all of this. On days 91 to 94, I swam as fast as I could and safely made it back to base.
Fozo, thank goodness. Have you seen Gil around?
Sadly, yes. I'll explain soon. I quickly swam over to the other blood hearts and placed down the final one. This caused the ground to shake as the blood ritual was finally ready.
Go, Fozo! Now's the time!
I swam inside and instantly felt my blood powers becoming empowered. I grew even larger in size and was now the most powerful blood creature ever. Yes.
Well done, my boy.
Go, Fozo! So, what do you want us to do?
We stand with you!
Thank you, everyone. We'll all do this together. As I said this, explosions rocked the outside of our Blood Shore home.
Come out, you rotten fish!
All right, let's finish this. On days 95 to 99, I swam out to meet Vigo and his men. What is it, Vigo? Haven't you done enough already?
No! I could have all the trophies in the world and still not be happy until I have your head. Now, are you willing to trade for it?
He stepped aside to reveal Gil trapped in his cage. No!
Don't do it, Fozo! You can take him!
Shut it! Man, attack!
The army of hunters began to rush in, using all of their weapons to their advantage. They were blasting me back and forth with explosives and were overwhelming me. But just then, a volley of attacks came raining down on them. Huh? I turned around to see the otters and skeletons were working together to attack from rage.
Take this, you good-for-nothing hunters!
What? No, that's it!
Vigo reached back to hit Gil, but my blood rage activated, and I started to dart towards him through the hunters. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it!
I got him!
My father leapt up and pushed Vigo away from Gil's cage.
Hurry, get out of here!
Gil and my father were about to dive back into the water, but Vigo was able to hit my dad. Dad!
Ah! I'm all right, Fozo. You need to finish this.
Of course, Dad. I can do this. On day 100, I jumped up.
Ah, finally. You know what they say. You want something done right, you better do it yourself.
You're a monster, Vigo. I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done.
Ah!
Rah! Me and Vigo clashed, and we began to fight all over the deck of his ship. His attacks were much stronger than anyone else I'd ever faced so far. But I was not giving up. We kept trading hits until he hit me with the powerful swing of his diver suit. Yeah!
Still haven't gotten used to those legs, have you? Rah!
I was now really low on hearts. Ugh.
All that talk, all this time just to die like that little baby shark I saw all of those days ago. You are pathetic.
Vigo was about to land a finishing hit when my blood senses allowed me to blood step out of his attack.
Huh?
What's pathetic is that you still think you can win against me in my natural habitat.
I can, and I will.
Vigo began to recklessly swing at me, but in my empowered form, he was no match against me. I was able to dodge every one of his attacks and retaliated with my own.
Gah! What? No, you can't defeat me. I am the hunter. And you are just prey!
Not today, and never again! With all of my power, I conjured a final blood slash. That took Vigo down for good. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby shark. I looked around and discovered us sharks were heavily under attack. I can't die now, I just spawned! I swam frantically as strange death-like creatures were taking down other sharks to the left and right of me. Suddenly, their giant, deadly leader appeared, shooting out from the sea floor. I thought I was done for, but my dad jumped in and took the hit. No! Dad!
With all of your souls, this ocean will finally belong to me, Erebus!
What? Leave my people alone! I bravely swam up and bit into the large figure. But because of this, I could feel myself changing. I absorbed its power and turned into a death shark? Whoa, I feel amazing.
Son, run!
I did what I was told and left my people behind. On day 2, I left my home, but as I swam, I saw nothing but death. Why is all of this happening? While in thought, a cage mysteriously captured me. Yeah! I was raised up and realized I was caught by a yacht?
Idiot, you caught a dead one!
Yo, like whatever, dude. We can still display it. Let me go. They didn't listen, and the cage was brought up higher until I was dropped. Yeah! I looked around and saw that I was in a display case in the middle of a party.
This dumb pile of bones really pulls this party together, you know?
Sure, I gotta get out of here. A strange power filled within me, and I blasted out a deadly explosion. Whoa. I hopped out of the cage and began to make my way towards the edge until...
Whoa, what the? It's alive!
All the players began to freak out, and some of them even jumped off of the boat. Abort! Abort! I was about to join them until...
This little freak ruined the party! Get him!
Oh no! I hopped around, trying my best to dodge their hits until I was randomly hit to the side. Yeah! What? Where did that little freak go? I looked over and saw that I was saved by a seagull.
You! Are you working for Erebus?
What? No, I'm trying to stop him. The seagull was surprised and signaled me to follow him. On day 3, the two of us snuck our way through the yacht until making it to a secured hallway.
I'm trying to stop Erebus too, and the key to all of it lies in that room.
I walked over and entered inside, and as I did, my senses shifted. In front of me was a mysterious tombstone. Whoa. But just then, the seagull burst through the doors.
They found us!
Both of the players entered inside with extremely strong gear. Oh no! I ran over and had an instinct to touch the tombstone. And as I did, something began to happen. Its power fused within me, causing me to grow larger in size and gain 5 more hearts. My teeth were now sharper than ever as well. Yeah! Sure, take it down! Stay back! On day 4, I charged towards the players. They tried to slash at me with their swords, but with one massive chomp, I was able to take one of them down. Okay, honestly, I don't even like that guy. He was so weird. Right. The other players were now afraid and started to run away. Yeah, stay out.
Whoa! Did one of the sacred tombstones make you stronger?
I guess so. I don't even know what that is.
There were 6 types of sea species that Erebus had taken down in his mission to conquer the ocean. And from them came these tombstones. It looks like you're connected to them somehow.
Whoa, maybe finding the rest is the key to stopping him. The two of us collected the tombstone and swam through the ocean until arriving at a skeletal cove.
Go ahead, place it.
I placed it down, and because of this, a dolphin spirit swam out of it.
Thank you, Shark. Because of you, I can finally rest. Please, avenge me. Take down Erebus.
I will. I promise. On day 5, we decided to make this cove our base. I immediately went to work by building myself up a nice fossilized home to stay in, while the seagull made himself a tall watchtower.
Never thought I'd be friends with a shark, but here we are. Call me Beak.
Nice to meet you. From there, I built up a graveyard area around the tombstones, so all the spirits could properly rest. Perfect. I then heard a commotion coming from above the water. What could that be? I swam up and saw an army of chimps running through the cove.
We got it! We finally got it!
God, what? I went from where they were coming from until finding a destroyed sandcastle. Crabs were all around, panicking.
The royal crown, it's gone! I can't believe it! Everyone panic!
One of them ran past me, hitting me to the side. Ouch! But I looked over and saw that they had another sacred tombstone. Whoa, I need that! I quickly made a run for it and was about to touch it, but a group of the crabs dropped down in front of me.
Back off, you weird mutated shark. This tomb is ours. Our king, he lies here.
Your king? Well, look, I need it. So hand it over. Just then, the crabs all began to whisper amongst each other.
Yeah, I know he looks weird.
Hey!
All right, you want our king's tomb? Very well. Come with us.
I followed them until arriving in the jungle at the entrance of a chimp cave.
Chimps came by and stole our beloved king's crown. We want to appoint someone else as king, but we obviously can't without it. If you get us that crown, then we will let you have the tombstone.
Deal! I went through the chimp's cave, and once on the other end, I was met with a large tribal outpost. Chimps were all around, dancing like crazy.
Celebrate the new king! Hoo-yah! Woohoo!
New king? After looking around, I saw that they had a new chimp king, and on his head was the crown. But as I noticed this, I was hit on the back of the head, and began to pass out. I awoke and saw I was now in the middle of a jungle coliseum.
A skeleton shark?
I'm a death shark.
Don't talk back to the king! You are trespassing on our lands, and for that, you must be punished!
On day 7, the Chimp King pushed in and began to attack me. He had crazy agility and used the jungle trees all around us to his advantage. Knock it off! But more of the chimps lined up and began to shoot out bananas at me.
Take this banana split!
They were outsmarting me, so I had an idea of my own. With my death teeth, I began to chomp down tree by tree, which caused them to collapse. With one more down, I was able to cause the king to fall down to the ground.
You are a headache!
Me? You're the one who stole a crown that doesn't belong to you.
What? Ronald, you boys said you made this crown!
Well, we made the crabs give it to us.
The king was furious and was about to lash out at his chimps. But just then, a giant explosion sounded off. We looked over, only to see Erebus's minions had found the outpost.
Where's that death shark? We can't let him find the tombstones!
Oh no!
My people!
Come on, we gotta get out of here! We made a run for it, while the deadly creatures claimed the chimp's home. On day 8, we returned back to the crab's castle.
What the? You brought them?
You wanna fight?
Dude, calm down! The Chimp King then walked forward.
I am sorry my people have caused this damage. Here.
With that, the king gave the crabs their crown back.
You did it, Shark. You actually did it. Go ahead. The tombstone is yours.
I went over and touched the next tombstone. Because of this, its power filled within me, causing me to grow stronger once again. I now had 15 hearts, and instead of hopping around, I can now walk with my rib cage?
Okay, that's just weird, man.
Yeah, no kidding. I was excited, but just then, my vision had faded. I was on a strange island, and in front of me was the former King Crab.
It looks like the ocean has found its next protector.
What are you talking about?
Erebus is the master of death himself. If you truly wish to stop him from claiming your ocean, then you must unite all of the tombstone's powers and avenge the fallen. It is the only way.
Wait, how am I supposed to find the rest? But just then, my vision was brought back to me, and laying on the ground was the crown.
We needed a new king. Well, we decided it's you.
On days 9 to 10, I brought the crabs and chimps back to the home base. To celebrate their arrival, I made a new and improved sandcastle for the crabs and a tree fort for the chimps.
Thank you, King Fozo!
We'll get to work on fortifying the base.
That sounds awesome. Thanks. Afterwards, I placed the newest tombstone in the graveyard, right next to the dolphin. All right, 2 down, 4 more to go. I then decided to circle around the base just to patrol the nearby waters. And while I suddenly felt a strong current flow and swam up to see that I was in the middle of a storm. Whoa! I tried my best to swim against it and go somewhere safe, but the current was just too strong. I ended up being carried away. I looked around and saw that I was now in the middle of a huge ice ocean. This isn't good.
Cha, dude!
What the? Floating beside me were a bunch of boat-riding penguins?
Get ready to ride, fellas!
Ja, this ice course is gonna be sick!
I'm sorry, ice course? Just then, I turned around and saw that I was heading right into a sharp, deadly course. Oh no! On days 11 to 12, the deadly current brought me into the ice maze. Every time I ran into a glacier, my hearts would plummet. Yeah! I was about to run into another spike. But with a new large blast of death, I shot myself out of the water and landed on the other side. Ouch.
Those are like some sick moves, Shark. But I'm Kyle, by the way.
Look, Kyle, I need to get back to my base. Do you think you can help me?
I mean, we're kind of busy training for the ice surfing race, but I can't say no to a fellow animal in need.
Oh, wow, thanks. We were about to go back, but just then, a green aura began to surround the penguin.
What the?
In a matter of seconds, he was taken away.
Help me! Someone!
Hey, get back here! On days 13 to 14, I followed after Kyle until arriving at a large iceberg cave. When I peeked behind, I managed to see Erebus, and he was holding Kyle hostage.
Hey, let me go, brah!
Not until I've had your soul.
I was about to charge in, but Erebus began to extract Kyle's soul, leaving him as a ghost penguin. Once he was finished, he smashed down onto his tombstone, which caused all of its pieces to fly into the tundra.
And lots to make sure the Death Shark can't do anything.
No! I ran over to Kyle, but he was just a ghost.
What a monster! Without my tombstone, I can't even rest.
And I'll need it to stop Erebus. I'll find all of those pieces. I promise. The two of us left the iceberg and began to look around. After searching for ages, we made it to the entrance of the ice surfing competition.
Look!
I looked out and saw all three of his tombstone pieces were there, being held at the finish line.
To our amazing luck, a race prize just so happened to land right in front of us. So whoever wins the tournament will be granted these 3 powerful shard-looking things.
Are you kidding me?
That's it! Ja, I can't win this competition anymore, but you can win it for me and get the pieces!
Yeah, you're right. There's no other choice. On days 15 to 16, I positioned myself at the starting line and got ready to dash. There were other penguins here as well, who all looked like they had tons of experience.
All right, dudes and dudettes. Today we have our reigning champion, Big Bill.
You guys are dead meat.
Will anyone break his record? We will see. Ready, set, go!
The referee blew his whistle, and we all began to surf. I swam through the ocean, using my fierce fins to push me forward. But the penguins had tons of skill.
No way I'm gonna let a fish beat me.
We turned the corner and saw that we had entered an ice spike area. My opponent sped up the ramp and landed perfectly on the other side. All right, my turn. I swam faster than ever and managed to jump and clear the spikes with ease. All right.
You just don't know when to quit, do ya?
Hey, knock it off. But he kept throwing his snowballs every chance he could.
No one will break my record.
Oh yeah? Watch me. I swam up to him and bit at him, which caused him to fall behind. Because of this, I swam past the finish line and won. Yes, I did it. I walked over to get my prize, but just then, Big Bill landed in front of me.
This is what you want, right? Ha! Well, come and get it!
Hey, give that back. He hurried away, but I quickly chased after him. On days 17 to 18, I chased after the big penguin. I used my deadly chomp and was able to shoot out a blast, which cut him off.
Fine. You want this back? Then face me like a man!
He charged and began to slam at me with deadly fin-like attacks. With one major hit, I was sent against the wall. Yeah! I was lower than ever, but I knew what I was fighting for. I shot out the most powerful deadly blast I could, which completely knocked over the penguin, taking him down. The 3 tombstone pieces were on the floor, and Kyle went over to pick them up. When he did, a magical aura began to surround him, and his tombstone was made before his very eyes.
Phew, you won the race for me. It's all I've ever wanted in life. Thank you, Fozo. I'm a ghost now and all, but it's kind of cool.
From there, Kyle went in his tombstone, and I touched it. Because of this, I now had 20 hearts. I was much stronger than before, and could now send out a deadly ice beam whenever I pleased.
You officially won the ice surfing tournament. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, Kyle the Penguin. He's the reason I won, and he should be the one who holds this race's winning title.
This race's winner, Kyle the Penguin!
On days 19 to 21, I was able to return to my base, thanks to Kyle's help. Once I was back, I started to make a brand new home for him. I got to work and created a huge iceberg home for him to live in, complete with a tiny igloo right on top.
Shaw, this new crib is so gnarly, dude. You know, if you need someone to teach some sick tricks to your friends, I'm more than free.
Sick, dude. I mean, thanks. With that, I placed his tombstone next to the other ones. And when I did, I felt proud. I was able to help this many people out, and I knew what I was fighting for. As I looked at the base, though, at the entrance of it was a jellyfish.
Help! Someone please help!
I immediately went down to see what was going on. Hey, are you all right? What do you need help with?
My dad's tombstone was stolen for its electric power. It's crazy.
Another tombstone. Take me to them. I swam with the jellyfish as he brought me to a robot facility. When we got there, I saw drones going around and capturing jellyfishes for their electricity. Hey, I charged in and started to use my deadly ice attack. I managed to fend one of them off, but some of them were able to escape with captive jellyfish. Okay, if I follow them, I find the next tombstone. On days 22 to 26, I followed the drones and crept closer to the facility.
The mega drone is the one controlling all the smaller ones. He's the one who took my dad's tombstone. If you take it from him, you can stop all of this.
With that, I decided to go after the mega drone. I jumped up some platforms to make it all the way up to their outpost. And once on top, I started to sneak around. But before I could get inside, a bunch of drones flew out. Nice robots? The drones whipped out their weapons though and pointed them straight at me. Ah! They began shooting at me, and I tried my best to dodge as much as I could. But with all of their damage combined, my hearts were getting low. Yeah! I ran away from the drones and thankfully was able to get into cover. Phew. Okay, I need to hurry and find that tombstone, or else I'm done for. On days 27 to 29, I began to cautiously explore the interior of the facility. While I was going into room after room, I found the cages where they were keeping all of the jellyfish.
Please, you gotta get us out of here.
Don't worry, I'll save you. I just gotta find out where the drone controls are.
Oh, watch out!
Huh? I turned over, only to see a bunch of drones. You've gotta be kidding me! After they found me, they immediately went in for the kill. I began to fight back with my deadly spikes, and since they were just the smaller drones, they were hit for massive damage. Huh, should have done that earlier. I continued to tear through them, but as I beat the final drone, a huge mega drone flew in, and powering it was the jellyfish tombstone. There it is.
Target found! Moving to execute!
Oh no, this is bad. On days 30 to 32, the Mega Drone began to charge at me and shot me with its cannons. I immediately fought back with all my abilities, which made it fall to the ground. Even though it was grounded though, it wasn't giving up. Wah!
This
power is amazing! No one will take it from us!
I gotta act fast! I went in and unleashed another attack. But just then, the drone was able to fly out of the way. I kept trying my best, but it was pretty obvious that I just wasn't standing a chance. The jellyfish, though, worked together and shot out a bolt of electricity that knocked the drone away from me. Nice! But it then just flew away? Hey, I'm not done with you. I chased after it until we ran out onto the deck of the facility. But the Mega Drone sent out a signal that summoned more drones to its side. It absorbed all of the robots into itself until it became a Mega Mecha Droid. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. On days 33 to 35, I began to fight the Mega Mecha Droid. It charged at me with incredible speed, which I was barely able to dodge. All right, I gotta get to that tombstone, quick! The big robot turned around, and I unleashed my deadly ice attack, which caused it to slow down. It came up for another attack, which brought me down to half a heart. I can't give up now. That was when I had an idea. I used my ice attack under it, which made it stuck. Because of this, I took the chance to run towards the jelly tombstone. This is my only chance. I quickly jumped on top of the Mecha Droid and was able to grab it. When I did, I instantly obtained all of its power. I now had 25 hearts and could feel a brand new electric power coursing throughout me. All right, time for a taste of your own medicine. Rah! I bit down on the Mecha Droid using my new Thunder Fang attack. And because of this, it started to malfunction and exploded. All right, time to save all the jellyfish. I went back to the room with the cages and brought them back to the water.
Thank you, Mr. Shark. We'll do our very best to help you.
Don't mention it. And call me Fozo.
And I'm Angela. We're here for whatever you need.
On days 36 to 39, I finally arrived at the base with the jellyfish. I built them a nice waterproof light bulb for them to stay in.
We can help too.
They then began to surge with electricity in their home. And because of this, the entire kingdom had its own electricity as well. Awesome. Thanks. After that, I went over and placed the jellyfish tombstone next to the others in the graveyard. That makes 4.
Look at you, Fozo! Guess you've just got 2 more tombstones to go!
Yeah, I just hope it's enough to save my people. But just then, I felt strange, and my vision started to blur. Huh? What's happening to me?
Fozo!
Is that my dad? Suddenly, my vision was pulled away to some kind of nether fortress. And there, at its center, was my father. What the? Why is he here?
Fozo, hurry! Save me!
I'll rescue you. Just hold on. But my vision ended, and I was back in my base. I need to save him. I swam out of the kingdom again and tried to find the source of the voice until I found a dimensional nether rift at the bottom of the ocean. Whoa, can this lead me to my dad? On days 40 to 44, I examined the rift, and it seemed to be a gateway into a terrifying dimension.
Fozo!
His voice, it's coming from inside that rift. But why can't I get inside? I have to find a way to get through. But suddenly, I met a herd of swordfish swimming right past me.
I'm gonna be the next warrior to enter the nether! Just wait and see! Yeah, right, dude. There's no way you can win the tournament.
Huh? A tournament? I followed them and arrived at a medieval-looking swordfish castle, which had a massive arena right beside it. Hey, that must be where the tournament is. I approached the castle gate, but the guards stopped me in my tracks.
Someone wants to be a contestant for the Swordfish Brawl, huh? If you don't have a sword, then scram!
What? Hey, if winning this tournament is the only way in getting into the nether, then I have to join.
Then you better find a sword, buddy. Only our strongest warriors can enter the rift.
Just then, I noticed a wandering swordfish merchant just at the distance. Huh, maybe he has what I need. Hey there, do you have some kind of sword by any chance?
Oh, welcome to my shop. I don't think I have one, but could I interest you in some goo-filled seashells?
That's not gonna help me.
Oh, what a shame. Well, there is one way you could get a sword.
All right, lead the way. I followed the merchant back to the castle and saw a huge magical sword stuck on the floor. Tons of swordfish were trying to pull it out, but it just wouldn't budge.
Yeah, that sword's been stuck there for years. No one's ever been able to do it.
I approached the sword and tried my best to pull it. Yeah, I can't do it. Wait, I have an idea. I used my jet stream power and shot it to the ground, which caused the sword to loosen up. Because of this, I was able to pull the sword right out. I did it.
He actually did it! Let him enter the swordfish brawl!
I approached the guards again, and when they saw the sword, they immediately let me inside. That's what I thought. As I entered, I was in a massive battlefield, and beside me were the other swordfish contestants. Whoa, this arena's huge. As I looked up, I saw a skeletal swordfish holding some form of medallion.
Welcome, my fellow fishes! As you all know, the winner today will use this medallion to enter the rift and return my tombstone to me.
His tombstone is in the nether too? All right, then I have no choice but to win. On days 48 to 52, huge pillars of rock burst out of the ground around the arena.
Warriors, you must reach for the top while defeating contestants.
Wait, I had to get a sword for a race? I quickly swam up, dodging all of the rock obstacles, while the other swordfishes started fighting each other. Suddenly, I was cornered by a huge one.
Ha! I won't lose to a stupid shark! Nyah!
He suddenly attacked me, but I used my cool new sword to fend him off. Ah! He's so strong! But as he charged at me again, I swung my sword at the nearby rock pillar, causing it to fall onto him. Yeah! I swam up to the top and made it just before the other contestants could.
Oh, wow! What a stunning victory! We have our champion, the mighty Megalodon shark, holding the unpullable sword!
And with that, I was stood beside two other swordfish winners. The king walked up to us and handed me the medallion.
Good luck, warriors. Bring back my tombstone as quick as you can.
You got it. Soon enough, the swordfishes and I reached the rift, and I activated the medallion. Its powers held the rift open, which allowed us to finally enter inside. Yes, we did it. Now into the nether, I heard my father's voice again.
Bozo!
Dad, I'm coming! I immediately ran towards the voice, leaving the other swordfish behind.
Wait, dude, where are you going?
On days 53 to 56, I was following my father's voice, which led me to a huge bastion remnant. Inside of it were crazy lava-infused monsters. And next to him was the next tombstone. What? No way! I have to get there right now. But just then, I was ambushed by a lava wraith.
This weird-looking shark thing's trying to get in our home! Stop him!
Wah! I quickly dodged its attacks, jumping between the platforms to get to the bastion. The other lava monsters also started shooting crazy fire attacks, but I knew I had to reach my dad. All of the heat combined started to weaken my body crazily, but I was finally able to make it to the bastion. Dad, I finally saved you. Come on, let's get out of here. But my dad transformed into Erebus?
Poor little shark fell for my trap. Now I'll drown you in the lava.
No! I tried to find my way out, but he cut me off.
You're not going anywhere.
Somebody, help! On days 57 to 59, Erebus was about to take me out, but just then, the swordfishes came to my rescue.
Hey, freak, take this!
They both lunged at him with their swords and managed to push him away. With this opening, I was able to run to the tombstone. I immediately activated it and harnessed the power of the spirit inside. With my new upgrade, I gained 5 more hearts and can now throw out a ball of deadly fire. Awesome! I looked over and saw that Erebus was about to take out the swordfish. So I used my power to burn him.
You inferior fish! Rah!
He was angrier than ever and threw out a huge blast attack, destroying everything in the area. Come on, we have to get back to the rift. We were making our way out as the bastion was collapsing, which caused deadly rocks to fall all around us.
Run while you can, fools! Run while you can!
Now, outside of the rift, thankfully, we were able to make it out just in time. We did it.
Oh, you all made it! Did you retrieve my tombstone?
Yes, King.
Good. Now I can rest knowing my people have a strong warrior to lead them.
With that, the king vanished into his tombstone. Whoa.
Well, what do we do now?
Follow me. I know just where to keep this tombstone. On days 60 to 63, I returned to my base with the swordfishes. I made sure to make them a nice nightly home, and I even set up a jousting lane just for them to practice in.
Huzzah! Thank you, Fozo! Our swords are yours for whenever you need it.
Sounds like a plan. As the swordfish went off to enjoy their new home, I went over and placed the next tombstone down with the others. All right, just one more to go. I'll save you soon, Dad. Erebus is growing stronger, so we gotta fortify. I got to work building up more defenses around the base to keep all of my friends safe. Now, no one has to worry about anything bad happening here. But as I said this, a loud explosion sounded off nearby.
You just had to say something, didn't you?
I quickly swam out towards the noise, where I saw a yacht had crashed into the shore. Wait a minute, are those the players from before? No, the boat! Chad? Hey, where is everyone? As he said this, the player was suddenly pulled deep into the forest. Not cool, man! What the? That can't be good. On days 64 to 68, I quickly swam up and ran into the forest. Hey, hello? Anyone here? But no matter what I said, no one responded. That's not creepy at all. As I said this, though, I looked up and saw that a tall swamp tree was right in front of me. And at its base was the final tombstone. Score! But as I went to grab the tombstone, a horrifying creature started to rise out of it. A spectral octopus? Is this your tombstone?
Yes, and I will not be letting a shark like you take my power!
What? I'm kinda trying to save the world, dude. I need it.
No! This world is selfish, and I will not be helping anyone. I shall take your soul, just like the others.
What do you mean? I quickly looked around to notice that all around the grove were player-like statues. Wait a minute, you took their souls?
Of course I did. I've lost my life to Erebus. So, if I can't live, no one else should.
Oh no! The octopus reached back her massive tentacle, but as she did...
Where did you go?
I looked around and noticed that I had been turned invisible. Did I do this? I looked over, and hiding behind a tree was an old witch.
Hurry before the potion wears off. Come with me.
Okay. I ran away into the swamp with the witch, as the octopus recklessly slammed about looking for me. On days 69 to 73, I followed behind the witch as she brought me to her hidden hut in the swamp. And there, she set up some food for me to eat.
Go on, eat up.
You're not trying to poison me, right?
Oh, me? No. I need you strong and healthy. My grandson got lost in the swamp after his yacht was attacked by that octopus spirit, and you won't be able to find him if you're hungry.
Wait, what? Why would I help you?
Because I know a way you can subdue that spirit, and then...
I can get the tombstone. All right, you have a deal. Where do I look? I went out searching the swamp for any sign of the witch's grandson. until I heard a voice calling out.
Shaw, is anyone there?
I'm coming! Hold on! I walked past the tree line to see that a player was stuck in a mass of vines.
Brad, is that you, dude?
Yep, the name's Brad. I'm gonna cut you out. Just hold on.
Shaw, I knew you'd be alright. That squid thing can't keep us down.
I used my sword attack to cut the vines surrounding the player and safely freed him.
Oh, nice one, Brad.
All right, I'm not Brad, but don't freak out.
You're that shark! You killed Brad! Grandma, help!
He then darted as fast as he could away from me. Hey, stop! On days 74 to 77, I began to run after the player as he jumped around the swamp.
Stay away from me! You killed Brad!
No, I didn't. That was the octopus. But the player didn't listen and just kept running. He was jumping from one tree to another to avoid the ground. So I patiently timed my ice attack and created a wall of ice in between the trees.
God, ouchie!
Okay, are you done running now? Your grandma's worried about you.
Oh, really? Not my granny!
Yeah, Granny. With that, the player and I hurried back to the witch's hut.
Granny, I'm so sorry! Don't take my yacht away, please!
It's okay, dear. We'll talk about that later. Please, go eat, sweetie.
I'm not a kid, Granny! I don't need to... Ooh, cake.
Okay, I did my sign of the deal. How do we stop that octopus?
Hold your tail fins. I got it.
The witch then showed me a vial of magic liquid.
This stuff will wrangle the spirit in just enough so you can take him out. But we only got one shot.
And so that means...
You got to keep him distracted so I don't miss my throw.
On days 78 to 80, I made my way back to the octopus's grove at the base of the giant tree. All right, you oversized calamari, I'm back to take what's mine. As I shouted out, the swamp began to shake. But instead of the octopus appearing, a mass of spectral tentacles burst from the water and hit me back. Yeah!
What a fool you are, willing to come back to your doom.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lose to you, no matter how creepy you are. I need the power of the tombstone to save the ocean, and nothing is getting in the way of that.
So be it.
The octopus appeared in the swamp water again, as more and more tentacles were appearing all around me. Ah! I began to fire all I had at the spirit, trying to take her down. But her spectral form, I was barely doing anything to her. I was then sent back. Yeah! Where is that old lady?
Thank you for the easy reap of souls, Shark.
No! On days 81 to 85, the spectral octopus was about to take me down for good when I heard the old witch scream out.
This is scaring my grandson!
Out from the trees came flying the potion, and it crashed into the octopus.
What? You think a simple potion is going to... Ah!
Suddenly, the potion's effects took hold, which made the octopus become partially alive again.
Ah! What is happening?
Payback time! I ran in and unleashed a barrage of attacks, hitting their live form for massive damage.
Shaw, get him, freaky shark!
Stop this! Erebus is the real enemy here. He did all of this to us. If you give up now, you can join me and we can face him together.
You're right. I surrender. Please, take my tombstone.
Yes! I went over and grabbed the last tombstone, causing me to upgrade one final time. I now had 35 hearts and became the most powerful death creature in the world. Yes!
Oh man, not Brad.
It's okay, sweetie. At least you're okay.
Wait a sec. I focused on my newly upgraded form and had an urge to send out a burst of energy. It washed over the stone players and gave them back their souls.
Chad! Brad, you're okay, dude.
It looks like I have control over people's souls now.
Good work, young shark. But you still have the ultimate task ahead of you. Good luck.
On days 86 to 90, I was on my way back to my base when I came across a beach where Erebus and his army of death were gathering around a whale.
Now the time has finally come.
they killed the whale. And as he reaped its soul, something began to happen. He let out a wave of pure death that corrupted the beach and turned it into a lifeless wasteland. And from all of it, he became stronger. No, this can't be happening.
Yes, yes.
I looked over and saw that beside Erebus was my father in a cage. He's still alive.
You monster!
Be quiet, shark. The only reason you're alive is to be fed. Now go, gather more souls for your master.
On his command, his undead minions started to go out into the world to kill more people. And some were heading in the direction of my base. Oh, no, you don't. On days 91 to 94, I was rushing towards my base, and Erebus's minions were about to find it.
Uh-oh. Everyone, hide!
What's this? Could it be?
No! I ran up and unleashed my soul burst at the minions. And as I hit them, they fell into the water as fish, with their souls returned.
What were we doing here?
Whoa, you guys were just regular fish? When I finally made it back to base, I placed down the final tombstone and completed in the graveyard. That's the last one. We did it!
Thank goodness you're back safe, Fozo! What are we gonna do?
As Beak said this, the ground began to shake as all of the animal spirits appeared in the base.
We are going to take down Erebus once and for all.
We?
Of course! We weren't just gonna let you have all the fun!
We will take down that monster together as one.
With that, all the spirits came in close and merged into me, causing me to upgrade into a final form. Whoa. All right, let's do this. On days 95 to 99, I made it back to the corrupted beach to face Erebus.
Ah, there he is. The one and only Death Shark. I'll be happy to take all of those souls back now.
No chance! I'm here to stop you.
Oh, son, I believe in you!
Aw, look how cute. You shouldn't. Man, destroy him.
On his command, the dead army came flying into attack. I unleashed another soul burst, turning the first group back to normal. Haha! But as I was distracted, some of the army came up and started to barrage me with deadly attacks. Ah! A little help! Suddenly, erupting from me was all of the other tombstone souls.
Get back, you beasts!
The spirits started to push back the dead army, which gave me the opportunity to run over to my father's cage. All right, Dad. Yeah!
Fozo! No!
No matter how strong you are, no one will be able to stop me.
It's okay, Fozo. Just run! Save yourself!
No, I'm not leaving here until you're safe. On day 100, I was finally face to face with Erebus. I'll make you pay for all the creatures you've killed.
I'd like to see you try.
My anger drove me forward as I rushed in to take him down. I unleashed deadly blast after blast directly at his massive form. And when he swiped down at me, I would jump back and hit him with my soul burst. Because of this, Erebus started to shrink down as my attack released the souls he had consumed. Yes! But before I could land another hit, some of his minions fed into him, which made him grow even stronger. With one powerful slash, Erebus sent me flying back. Yeah! He's too strong with his army.
And I will only keep growing stronger. Now die!
He went in for a final hit, but before he could,
Hey, over here, you big sack of bones!
we looked over and saw that Beak had used my distraction to free my father from his cage. Yes! Erebus went over and was about to attack Beak and my father. No! I ran in and jumped in the way, taking the hit for them.
You would die for these unnecessary lives? What a fool!
You're the fool, Erebus. These are my friends, my family, and I'd do anything to save them.
Well, the Death Shark, you can die with them!
Erebus came in for another hit, but as he got close, I focused all of my power on one final soul burst, which hit him head on. Because of this, all of the souls he had collected were released.
What? No! No!
And with that, the dead army was finally defeated, and my entire ocean could finally live in peace. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby elemental shark inside of my beautiful Shark Reef home.
My child, you are different.
Just then, the chunk of water around us vanished and teleported away. All of us sharks began to suffocate and panic. Mom, I can't breathe.
Terminus's magic actually worked! Finally!
Of course it did. Now, eliminate these creatures. Soon, us Endermen won't have to worry about this ocean's water anymore!
As Terminus left, the End Captains rushed in to kill us all. I gotta find my mom. I tried to flop towards the water, but...
Time to end this one!
No! In my panic, I sprayed out pure elemental water, causing the captain to teleport away. Whoa, I have elemental powers. I looked over, only to see my mom still struggling for air. Mom, hold on. I tried to swim towards her, but when I got to the edge of the water, I couldn't use my powers. What? I can't control them yet.
Fozo, our entire ocean is in danger. You must leave. Save yourself.
On day 2, I reluctantly listened to my mom and swam through the ocean, where more chunks of it continued to disappear all around me. Oh no! It wasn't long until I made it to a nearby river. Our ocean is in danger? No, I have to find a way to save it. But as I said this, a fishing hook splashed into the water right next to me. Huh? I swam out of the water, only to see players lined up along the river, fishing for gear.
I'm gonna catch some sick fish.
Another player cast his hook, and it hit me right on the head. Ah! Hey! Shark! Oh no, time to go! I started to swim as fast as I could as the players began shooting at me with their bows and arrows.
Capture the shark!
It didn't take long until I reached a part of the river that was blocked by a large wooden dam. What do I do now? While distracted, I was hit by one of the players' arrows. Ah! Because of this, I let out a breath of pure fire that spread throughout the entire dam. Whoa! How many elemental powers do I have? But before I could do anything else, a player threw a potion of poison at me, causing my vision to get blurry. On day 3, I woke up trapped in a small pool in the middle of a tropical beach. Hey, let me go! I need to find my mom. The entire ocean is in danger.
Bro, check out this sick pet we caught.
Pet? I'm not a pet.
You are to them.
Huh? I spun around to see a little platypus was in here with me.
Yeah, thanks to you, my entire wooden home burned down, and they captured us both.
I'm sorry, but I can't be here. I need to get back to my family. I leapt out of the pool while no one was looking, in search of any nearby body of water. Because I was on land, I was slowly losing hearts. But thankfully, a shoreline. I was about to jump in when the platypus stopped.
Wow, it's a fire fin.
Huh? There, sitting on top of the castle like a trophy, was a fire shark fin. Wait a minute, were there other elemental sharks? I have to take it in their honor. I hopped over and quickly grabbed the fin. But once I did, something began to happen to me. I upgraded into a larger elemental shark, and my fin turned into a fire one as well. Whoa, the fin made me stronger. Before I could really celebrate though, the players spotted me.
My pet escaped, and he's stronger?
Bro, we gotta kill the thing! The players began to charge in, wielding enchanted weapons. But as one of them came up to me, I unleashed a fireball attack. Oh, it burns!
That shark is crazy! Every man for himself!
That fire fin allowed me to master my fire element.
Duh. Haven't you heard of the 5 elemental sharks?
No. I just spawned a couple days ago.
Well, there were 5 different sharks that each wielded a different element. They were the ocean's top predators and its protectors. I used to visit their shrines all the time. I'm actually a huge fan.
Shrines? Can you take me there?
Yeah, sure thing.
We swam deeper into the ocean until we reached a clearing with an ancient shrine surrounded by 5 pillars. I instinctively placed the fire fin down on top of one of them, which caused it to ignite with fire. Whoa. So what does this shrine do?
No one knew except for the 5 sharks, and they're long gone now.
Well, I have to find out. It may be the key to saving the entire ocean from Terminus. On day 5, I got to work, building up a safe shelter for myself near the shore. I even took the time to add an extra room for my mom. I promise, I'll do whatever it takes to find you. Then, I saw the platypus had made himself another wooden dam.
Don't worry, I made you a way to get in and out underneath. And my name's Pat, by the way. Man, I'm just so happy to finally have another friend!
Out of nowhere, Pat was swooped up by an eagle. Pat!
Help me!
I quickly swam behind the bird as I shot out my fireballs, trying to stop him. But he kept dodging them. Come on, focus! Thankfully, I shot out one more fireball and hit the eagle head on.
Oh, boy. That was close.
You're telling me. I looked up from where we were and realized that we swam right up to a completely drained coral reef. And it was full of dying fish.
Help us!
On day 6, I went around in the water, trying to reach one of them. But all of them died before I could. This is awful. The ocean is being destroyed. Then, at the center of the area, Terminus and one of his generals teleported in.
Good work here. Now, any survivors you find are to be prisoners in our stronghold. I continue to grow stronger, and soon the entire ocean will be gone!
The stronghold? Maybe my mom is there. I have to find it. Wait, what's that? Ouch!
Ouch!
Are you a bamboo creeper?
No! I'm a jungle creeper. I was just thrown here all the way from the jungle by a kraken!
A kraken in the jungle.
I don't have time for this.
Hey, wait up. It didn't take long for the 2 of us to reach the shoreline of the jungle. And as soon as we got there, another creeper landed right next to him.
Oh, hey, Tommy.
Hey, Boom! Got thrown by the kraken, didn't you?
Yep. Anyway, gotta get back to it, you know? Kraken ain't gonna kick himself out.
Yep, for sure. Wait a minute! You're a shark! Maybe you could talk to him and tell him to leave?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a yes. Follow me!
On day 7, I reluctantly followed Tommy through a winding river until reaching his jungle home. I swam up until the river led to a dead end, which was right in front of their large leader. Whoa!
Why did you bring this shark here? You know I'm allergic to those sea creatures. Why do you think we keep that shark tail far away from me?
Huh? I looked over and saw that on the opposite side of their fort was the Earth Shark tail. Another elemental shark piece. Hey, how about a deal? If I get rid of that kraken, I can take that shark tail.
That shark tail means a lot to me, but fine. Deal.
Sweet! With that, I swam out of the creeper's fort, swimming straight towards the center of the jungle.
Hey, Boom.
Hey, Tommy.
On day 8, I followed the river just in time to see the large kraken. He was in the center of a jungle lake, swatting at a creeper in the air. That explains a lot. Hey, you! I shot out a fireball at the kraken to catch his attention. What's your deal, man? You belong in the ocean, not here.
My entire home was destroyed, drained by those horrible, horrible Endermen. This jungle is now my home.
He launched out a tentacle and hit me up in the air. Ow! I was flung all the way up to the top of the jungle trees. Guess better this than the ground. From my new vantage point, I could see the Kraken was enjoying the waterfall behind him. Is he taking a shower?
This waterfall is delightful.
I think I have an idea. Hopping between the trees, I sent out another fireball directly at the top of the waterfall. But with its impact, I was able to turn the water into cobblestone. Aha! Now will you go back into the ocean? But the Kraken turned around towards me and looked angrier than ever. I can escort you there if you'd like. On days 9 to 10, the Kraken was chasing me through the entire jungle. Ah! Unfortunately, I swam right back to the jungle creeper's fort. Oh no!
You brought him here? Are you crazy?
I tried everything I could! But as I said this, the Kraken's tentacle slammed into me, hitting me aside. That's when the creeper leader took notice of him.
Oh, very large sea creature. Oh no. Achoo!
His sneeze was louder than ever. Because of this, the Kraken itself got launched into the air, right out of the jungle. Looks like he got a taste of his own medicine, huh?
I guess you sort of got rid of him. Go ahead, take this shark tail.
Sweet! I listened to their leader and grabbed the tail. Because of this, I began to upgrade again. I gained 5 more hearts and gained earth legs whenever I stood on land. What the?
That's just weird, man.
Yep, but hey, I can freely travel on land now.
Ah, just like the earth shark.
Wait a minute, did you know him?
Yes, I did. He was the only shark I wasn't allergic to.
Did he ever say anything about an elemental shrine?
Ah, the shrine. Him and the other elemental sharks protected it with their lives. At full power, it's said to enhance all the elements within the world.
Huh, okay. That's good to know. On days 11 to 12, as I was leaving the jungle, I saw the Kraken was there on the shoreline.
Now my home has been taken from me twice.
I have an idea. Hey, you. I know a perfect new spot you can call your home. Come with me. With that, I brought the Kraken back to my base to serve as our guard out front. With the job, I also made sure to make him a nice little home as well. Afterwards, I placed down the Earth Tail on the shrine, causing the pillar to activate as well. Yes!
Hey, Fozo! Thank you for giving me a place to stand. With Terminus and his Ender guards everywhere, it's only a matter of days until all this beautiful ocean is gone.
Speaking of Terminus, do you know what he's planning?
Only days ago, I thought Terminus was just a myth. In Tales, he's said to be the strongest Ender creature known to Minecraft. But he's been hidden in the shadows, waiting for the opportune moment to strike within his stronghold, deep within the tundra.
His stronghold is in the tundra? My mom could be there. I have to get her. I began to swim out of the base, but Pat jumped out in my way.
Dude, Terminus is ultra strong. You aren't strong enough.
I looked back at the elements we had collected so far. With the rest of the elements, I will be. But if there's any chance in saving my mom, I am taking that risk. On days 13 to 14, I made it to the closest tundra in search of Terminus's deadly outpost. Traveling like this will never be normal. It wasn't long until I reached an icy shoreline where I saw a group of penguins.
A shark with legs? You look ridiculous!
Yeah. With the burst of my fireball, all the penguins scattered away.
He shoots fire! I repeat, he shoots fire!
Ignore them.
I turned over to see an amber guardian freezing in the icy cold water.
They've been making fun of me for days.
Wait, why are you in the middle of a tundra?
My entire home was recently taken over by large, scary machines. I was kicked out and forced here.
I'm so sorry. By any chance, have you seen any large, scary outposts around here?
Why, yes, it's just over there.
After making it over a hill, I saw that in the distance was Terminus's stronghold. Endermen were all throughout, patrolling the entire area. Bingo. Hey, and I promise I'll make it back and help you take back your home.
Oh, thank you. If you really do, a very rare prize awaits you.
On days 15 to 16, I snuck my way inside of Terminus's stronghold, barely avoiding a couple of patrolling Endermen. Ooh, too close. After I was inside, I passed by a hallway where they held caged sea creatures who were slowly dying from lack of water. They can't breathe. Oh no, I better hide. Strange. That was close. Just as I said that, I heard a familiar voice call out to me.
Fozo?
I spun around to see my mother caged at the end of the hallway. Mom, there you are. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. If you break us out of these cages, all of the Endermen will be alarmed.
Well, there has to be a way to get you out of here. I'm not gonna leave you again. Just then, the Enderman from before teleported in front of me.
I knew we heard something.
Oh no! I blasted him with my fire element, which quickly took him down. But it was too late because alarms started to blare throughout the stronghold. We gotta get out of here. I tried using all of my elemental powers to break open the cage, but it didn't budge. No!
My boy, listen to me. You are very special. It is you that has to stop these Endermen. Terminus is planning something big, and it will impact all of us.
Suddenly, an Ender Captain teleported into the hallway behind us.
Son, please, save our home.
I will. The Ender Captain came rushing forward to attack, so I turned and began to run at him as well. He was very fast and had a large, deadly blade to slice me with. Ah! I used my earth element to make a wall which blocked him from hitting me, but he just teleported over it. No, he's too strong. Looking around, I saw the Enderman I killed earlier had dropped an Ender Pearl. I think I have an idea. I ran over and grabbed it, throwing it out of a window as far as I could.
No sea creatures will escape!
The captain rushed up and tried to hit me again, but I teleported out just in time.
An elemental shark was here? He must be collecting the elements. No! We must hunt him down and find him right away!
On days 19 to 21, I teleported far outside in the tundra. No, I couldn't save my mom again. Out in the distance, I watched as Endermen began running out of the stronghold. They must be searching for me.
Hey!
Ah! Oh, it's just you. Wait, how did you get here?
That's not important. Remember that promise you made me? Follow me!
I did as he said and followed him beneath the icy water until we swam back out into the ocean. There, waiting for us, was a guardian monument. But this one was different. It looked more modern. And are those?
Yep, mechanized guardians. Stupid players took over our home and are keeping all my people there as prisoners.
All right. Well, I promise I'd help you take it back. So let's do this.
And you know that very rare reward I promised? It's deep within our home. And I think with it, you can help us take it back. It is the water shark gills.
Another elemental shark part. Sweet. Let's see what I can do. On days 22 to 26, I slowly made my way inside the monument to see that the whole interior was drained. But people took this place over and made it into a zoo? The guardians that lived here were all trapped in cages, and customers were all around making fun of them.
It's so dumb looking!
You're a strange looking guardian.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just then, I watched as a bunch of customers were standing around the main attraction, the water shark gills. Time to get it and wash these people out. I began jumping, using the cages as platforms to make my way towards it. Ugh, man, feels so weird to jump. But because of my height, the customers spotted me.
Hey, Thing is trying to take the main attraction! Stop him!
Multiple people pulled out slingshots and began shooting cobblestone at me. Ow! Hey, stop it! One of them almost hit me off. So I shot down a fireball right back at him, causing him to catch on fire.
Fire!
With this distraction, I was finally able to make it to the display case. On days 27 to 29, I grabbed the water gills. And because of this, I grew into an even stronger elemental shark. I gained 5 more hearts and now had full control of my water element. Awesome! An idea then sparked within me. The customers were all still trying to shoot me from below. So with my new elements, I aimed up at the ceiling and shot water everywhere. This caused the entire room to rain down and fill with water.
Oh no! The zoo! It's flooding! Everyone for themselves!
I continued to blast the ceiling until I was eventually able to flood the entire room. All of the customers were then forced to swim out and head back to the surface. Whoa, who knew a water element would be so cool? The Amber Guardian from before then swam back into his old home and looked so happy to see that all of his people were freed.
Yes, you did it! You saved my home! And with very minimal damage as well.
But just as he said that, an explosion blasted through the wall, revealing a player controlling one of the mech guardians.
You ruined the zoo I made, you stupid shark! And now you're gonna pay!
On days 30 to 32, the mech swam in to attack. I tried my best to swim around and avoid his hits, but he was able to shoot out explosive rockets, which even destroyed parts of the monument.
No!
I let out a powerful roar towards the mech, breaking the submarine open. And because of this, the player then tried to escape, but I cut him off.
No! Wait!
Give me a reason not to take you down right now.
I'm sorry, okay? Me and all my friends were living in the most beautiful lake area. Until one day, all the water was like gone. Not only was the lake empty, but our crops, everything was dead. We were forced to move. So I found this place, and I see now what I did was like wrong.
Okay, fine. It's all right. I let the players swim out safely from the monument. But then I looked around at all of the guardians, sad to see that their home was destroyed. Hey, you guys, why don't you come with me? On days 33 to 35, the guardians all came back to my base. So I spent some time building up their own monument. Hey, I'm sorry for kind of being the reason the players destroyed your home in the first place.
That's all right. We love it here.
Great. I then went on over to the shrine and placed down the water shark fin, causing the next pillar to activate. I wonder what happens if we find them all.
Oh, it's pretty simple, really. Those who bring back all elements to the Shrine of the Sharks can revive all of Minecraft's elements.
All elements? So if I revive all of the shrines, I can bring back all of the water in the ocean. Whoa!
Yeah, I was a huge fan of the whole element thing when I was younger.
Hey, get your own gig, pal. I'm the biggest elemental fan here.
Just hold on, Mom. I'll be strong enough to save you soon. Just then, I heard a loud scream in the distance.
Hold steady, man.
What was that? On days 36 to 39, Pat and I swam out into the ocean until we made it into another drained area. But this was much larger. It's almost like an entire desert. Terminus is getting stronger. We then heard more screams as we were getting close.
Amen. Push!
I looked out and saw an entire pirate ship stuck in the sand.
Captain! We can't push this thing. It's stuck.
On the deck of the ship emerged a larger crab with a pirate's hat.
Well, you better start digging it out. Or start digging your own graves. At this rate, we'll never find the lightning shark tooth.
A lightning tooth? That must be the next elemental shark piece. Hey, Captain, sir?
Ah, the elemental shark.
You know about me?
Why, of course. Any creature who lives in the seas knows about ye. They say you're out looking for all the shark pieces, eh?
Aye, aye.
Great. We just so happen to have in our possession the map to the Storming Mines. A place said to hold the legendary lightning tooth. If you can put me ship back in the water, we'll happily take you there.
Sweet. But just one thing. I don't think I'm strong enough to push your whole ship either.
Don't you worry. Follow me.
The crab brought me over to a sand dune and looked over the horizon.
The Ender Captain who did this to us has a strange power in his hand. One that I think can help move our ship into the water. And he walked off just this way.
On days 40 to 44, following the crab's directions, I made it to see nothing but one of Terminus's Ender Captains. But he was just waiting there.
He said you'd come.
Huh?
You know you can't stop Terminus, right? His plans have been in motion for decades, centuries. And now I'm here to make sure a little wannabe elemental shark won't ruin my commander's plans!
The Enderman launched a large clump of the surrounding floor right at me. Whoa! You have a magic hand? We began to fight as he kept hurling chunks of sand and coral at me. So I tried to get in close, but right as I was about to hit him, he teleported away. Right, he can still teleport. Of course. However, using my earth element, I was able to make a wall of earth to block his following attacks. Okay, come on, Fozo, think. Think!
What a weak little shark who can't even save his own mother.
What did you just say? He threw another chunk of earth right at me, but I dodged it and shot at him with a beam of water. Oh yeah, that's their weakness. The captain angrily came in close to slash me, but I had an idea and summoned a bubble of water right above him. Because of this, he began to take damage and drowned. Yes, his ender hand dropped to the ground. With this, I'll be able to move that pirate's ship. But just then, Terminus teleported in, hovering above me. I was about to fire at him without hesitation, but a sudden blast of energy shot out, and the ground around me began to change into end blocks. I feel so weak.
You may have been stronger than one of my captains, but don't think for a second that you are stronger than me. I am a true Enderman, the strongest of all the species. This world had to give us a weakness, but once all this water is gone, we will have none.
He unleashed a cube of pure ender energy that came flying towards me. But why? Don't you realize what you're doing to the world? No one can survive without water.
No! To me, water only kills. It's killed countless of my kind, including my father!
He unleashed another attack so powerful that it began to pull me in. But with my new Ender Hand, I summoned a sphere of blocks around him, giving me just enough time to escape.
Run while you still can.
Sir, your power, it's almost ready.
Yes! Yes!
On days 48 to 52, I made it back to the crab's ship. Hey, I got the magic hand.
Alrighty then, use it.
I pointed it at the ship, causing it to lift up in the air. Whoa.
Hey, easy does it now.
Right, sorry. I carefully set the ship back into the ocean. Sick. All right, now give me the map.
About that.
Huh? Two of the pirate crabs grabbed me with their claws and shoved me off the deck. Hey! Hey!
Hoist the sails! Let's get out of here!
The ship instantly began to sail off. Get back here!
Look at him trying to keep up.
Aye, sorry, matey. You should never trust a pirate. Fire!
They shot me with a cannon and hit me, knocking me back. Oh, come on! Seriously?
Don't worry. Look what I got.
He threw over the map to the storming mines. Wait, you took it? Pat, you're a genius. From there, Pat headed back to base as I swam off, following the map right to an abandoned mine. The elemental lightning tooth is here. Hello? Anyone home? No one answered, but I saw a light glow from one of the nearby mine shafts. That's not creepy at all. On days 53 to 56, I headed deeper into the mines to find a cavern with a large skeleton of a creature. What is that? I turned around, and right behind me was a group of skeletal miners. Ah! I ran away deeper into the cavern, almost running into another one. What the? They pushed me down to the deepest part of the cave, hitting me right next to the giant skeleton. Ow!
Anyone who enters this mine shall be cursed.
Wait, what? Cursed? I looked up, and there, standing high in the cavern, was a mining chief. Look, I come in peace. I'm just here to find the lightning tooth.
Those who come to this mine only want it for its treasure, for pure greed.
More of the miners began to shamble towards me. No, wait, it's not greed. I'm doing this to save people, to, save the ocean.
Is this true?
Yes, I promise. Suddenly, a loud roar echoed through the cavern, and with a crack of thunder, the skeleton in the floor became a massive electric eel. Whoa, that's bad news. On days 57 to 59, all of the miners cowered in fear as the eel looked down on all of us.
Don't hurt us! It was him! It was him that awoke you, not us!
Not cool, man. The eel roared again, causing the entire mine to shake.
It's gonna collapse!
All of the miners began to run out the exit tunnel. But just when I tried to follow, a blast of electricity hit me from behind. Ow! The giant eel phased through the ground and rose in the middle of the mines. And all of the miners were so scared of him.
Who has come to take my lightning tooth?
It's not yours. That tooth belongs to the elemental sharks.
Didn't you hear the miners? All who come here with the intentions to take are cursed to stay here forever with me.
We are so sorry, Great Eel. We won't let anyone disturb your rest ever again.
But the eel angrily struck out and killed the chief.
Yeah, let's just keep our mouths closed.
Hey, this is between you and me.
So be it.
I jumped into the water around the eel, and his attacks were so powerful. He even began to make a storm in the sky above. I blasted him with my fire element, hitting him head on. Because of this, he shot an attack out that caused the miner to fall in the water. No! I swam over and pushed him out of it. But because of that, I was now extremely low on hearts.
If you die here, you'll be under my control for eternity.
I am not dying here. I blasted him back with more of my elements. And then I remembered the tooth. I focused an attack, aiming right towards his teeth. Because of this, it caused an explosion that took him down for good. Yes! There, in the middle of the water, fell the lightning shark tooth. I grabbed it, causing me to upgrade again. I gained 5 more hearts, and my body was now filled with electricity. Woohoo! I then looked over and saw that the mining chief was now alive. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, like the eel said, our curse is immortality, you know, so we kinda have to like live forever or whatever. But thank you. How can we pay you for getting rid of that beast, huh?
I think I have an idea. On days 64 to 68, I brought the group of the miners back to base with me, quickly building up a new and improved mining shack on the shoreline for them.
Thank you again, Fozo. It's time we get back to what we're all good at, mining.
Glad I could help. From there, I went and put the lightning tooth on its pillar, igniting it as well. Whoa, it's almost complete. Just one more to go.
Hopefully you find it soon. But first, I gotta show you something.
I went out with Pat until we reached the shoreline where I first met him all of those days ago. But all of the water was completely gone.
Soon, this'll be the entire world. All those sea creatures are gonna die without water.
Just then, a large cloud formed up above us in the sky. Whoa, what was that? A passageway then formed out of thin air, leading up.
The air has chosen you. Now you must prove yourself worthy.
Worthy? Wait, the air shark. He's still alive, and he's up there. On days 69 to 73, I walked up the passageway and made it up to the cloud, only to see an entire town was up here. There were little mushroom people, all walking around everywhere. But after a second glance, I realized everyone was weak. Ouch!
Who goes there?
I'm, Fozo, the elemental shark. You guys are the ones that called me up here.
Whoa, guys, look, he's elemental.
A couple of the other mushrooms then walked up and gathered around me.
Whoa, that's sick. What elements do you have?
Look, I can show you guys all later, but right now, I'm in search of the air shark.
A sky beast is what you're after? Ha! Yeah, good luck.
Huh? What are you talking about? I followed the mushroom deeper into the town until we came across an ominous temple door.
The sky beast resides within these temple doors. They lead deep within the cloud carrying our kingdom. However, they open very rarely and only when it's raining and storming everywhere. But because of those stupid Endermen, it's barely even sprinkling anymore.
Well, there has to be a way I can open these things, right? Huh. You know what? Just leave it to me. On days 74 to 77, I began to climb up the kingdom's tallest tower. From here, I tried to use my new lightning element to summon a deadly storm. All right, I summon thy lightning! Rah! Ah, come on, man.
You're gonna need a lot more energy than that, and also copper.
That's it. I went around the town and showed off some of my cool elemental powers to the mushrooms in exchange for some copper.
You can burn fire!
What? No, it's more of a...
whatever. Here you go.
With my new resource, I built lightning rods throughout the area, everywhere on the tower. Okay, round 2. Let's see if this works. Because of the lightning rods, I had more energy than ever, causing a storm to shoot down over the entire cloud. The mushrooms in the town began dancing with happiness after seeing it rain again. And when I looked over to see the temple, its doors had finally opened.
Whoa, great job! You're an awesome yet very deadly fish.
Thanks for all of your help too. With that, I headed inside of the temple. On days 78 to 80, I walked through the torch-lit hallways.
So, the shark has made it to me. Follow the halls.
Yep, I was already doing it. It didn't take long for me to reach a room, which quickly opened to an ocean maze.
Complete the maze and prove yourself as a worthy shark.
Is me being elemental not enough?
Begin!
I started to swim through the maze as fast as I could, trying my best to make it to the center. But I must have taken a wrong turn, because as I did, the water level began to lower. Oh no, I'm guessing if it runs out, then I fail. I better be careful. Unfortunately though, I kept making wrong turn after turn, and the water was only getting lower. Thankfully though, I saw the center and made a break for it. And I made it right before it depleted. Yes! I couldn't celebrate for long though, as there in the center was the large, intimidating air shark.
I knew one day the elemental shark would be born. A shark that combines all the elements from me and my fellow shark friends.
Seems like I came just in time. I need all the elements in order to stop Terminus.
Ah, yes, Terminus, the very being that killed the other elemental sharks.
Wait, he killed them?
Why, yes, all for his dream. We stood in his way, but none of them were strong enough to take him down. Not one, but maybe you are.
Well, I have to try.
If you wish to obtain my air element, then you must promise to have great courage and bravery in my old age. My cloud kingdom crumbles by the day.
I promise. I will do everything in my power to save all the creatures in the world from him.
Very well, then. Accept my air heart.
Wait! In a surge of speed, the air shark flew up into the sky and spun the winds around himself. Once he was high enough, a bright light burst out from him as the air heart dropped down before me.
Finally, I can be with my friends.
Thank you. With that, I collected his air heart, upgrading once again, mastering my air element, and I was now a full-on elemental shark. Oh yeah. On days 86 to 90, I was making my way back to base when I heard Terminus up ahead.
Today is the day that all Endermen will remember!
Oh no. I came over to the shoreline and I saw that Terminus was hovering over the water and his Endermen were suffocating sea creatures to watch. My mom, she's there.
Today is the day that I remove our one and only weakness, water!
He suddenly grew in size, and through all the power he has gained, he stared over the ocean and summoned a powerful wave of energy. But this time, it shot out and drained away the entire ocean.
Yes! Yes!
No! You monster! What have you done?
I am no monster. I am the most powerful of all species. You deal with these vile creatures. The rest of you, come with me.
Terminus and his captains then teleported away as the Endermen moved in to attack all of the defenseless creatures. Mom, no! I ran in and used my new air element to send out a burst of wind that took out the attacking Endermen. Then, using my water element, I created a pool for the fish and the creatures to breathe. Mom, are you all right?
Fozo? Yes, we are safe now, thanks to you. Look at you, my boy. You are so strong.
Hopefully strong enough to take down whatever Terminus has become.
Well, I know that if anyone could do it, it would be you, Fozo.
Thanks, Mom. I wonder where he went off to, though. Wait, my base! On days 91 to 94, I hurried back home, where I saw the water had been drained here as well.
Fozo!
I looked over and saw Ender Captains had cornered Pat, the miners, and the Kraken. Stay away from them! I ran in and shot out my water element, which gave the Kraken a pool to fight in.
Oh, yeah!
But then one of them was closing in on Pat. No! Thankfully, though, the Amber Guardian jumped in front and was hit by one of his attacks.
Dude!
This gave me just enough time to blast the Ender Captain. He teleported away, revealing that him and the other captains were there guarding the shrines. They must know what it does. I have to unlock it. On days 95 to 99, the captains were the only thing standing between me and the shrine. I'm guessing you're just not gonna let me through, huh?
You will die for trying to stop Terminus!
The three captains all ran in, but I used all of my elements to hold them back.
Round 2, baby!
The Kraken swatted the captain, taking one of them down. I followed up with a beam of water. That took out the second one.
No!
That was for hurting my friend!
Good job, Pat. I was about to run to the shrines and place the final elemental shark piece down when...
Enough!
A powerful shockwave shot out from Terminus, corrupting my base. On day 100, I was the only one still strong enough to face Terminus.
Stop resisting! Can't you see that only the strong survive? You cannot defeat me!
I won't let you do this! I'm sorry that water hurts your people, but nothing else can survive without it!
I can't expect someone weak like you to understand. This is how it must be!
We began to fight as his Ender energy overpowered me. I knew I had to use every element at my disposal to defeat him. I have to think quick! Another cube of energy then flew towards me, but Terminus then quickly teleported close and flung me back with an attack.
It's just as I said. You're weak, and the weak always lose.
I'm sorry, but I think you're the weak one.
What?
In his anger, he teleported forward, but I countered with a water beam attack, hitting him head on. This gave me an opening to place the air heart on the final pillar, which caused the entire shrine to activate. The central shrine in the middle of my base opened up, and coming up from it was a huge geyser of water. It bursted and flooded the area, refilling the entire ocean. Yes!
No!
Terminus was stuck in the water, which finally took him down for good. And the entire ocean was restored the way it should be. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby warden shark. I was in an underwater ancient city and watched as my fellow warden sharks were being attacked by an army of drowned. What's going on?
Son, over here!
I saw both of my parents and quickly started to make my way over to them.
Quickly, we must escape before...
Just then, a swarm of drowned shot up from the depths, capturing my parents. Mom? Dad? No! The Drowned King then emerged from the swarm, and I quickly hid to avoid his detection.
Another domain falls to the ground. Of my army, let us conquer the next.
This can't be happening. As the horde swam away from the ancient city, I chased after them. I have to save my parents. I continued to follow them into the next day until I found myself in front of a massive underwater fortress. There were drowned everywhere. How am I gonna get past them? I then noticed my parents at the top of the building in front of the Drowned King.
Irritating creatures, you shall be free no longer. Bow before the might of the drowned.
The king shot a powerful blast and suddenly transformed them both into drowned sharks. No! The Drowned King heard my cry and snapped around.
Another one? Bring me that warden shark.
My parents then immediately shot towards me with the intent to kill. Oh no, I have to get out of here. I was too small and weak to do anything but swim away, with my zombified parents closing in right behind me. By day 3, I was swimming as fast as I could, but my parents were catching up. I was trying to use the nearby kelp to lose them, but nothing was working. Think, Fozo. Think! I noticed a nearby cave and dove in just before my dad could land a bite. Whew! I'm finally safe. Just as I was beginning to relax, the entryway was destroyed, revealing both of my parents. No, please, it's me, your son. They were about to attack me when suddenly a dolphin swam in between us. My parents lunged at him, but he was able to easily evade them and hit them with a special attack.
Follow me, little warden shark!
I was graced with the incredible speed from the dolphin, and we quickly swam away, finally escaping my drowned family. Once we were in a safe space, the dolphin introduced himself as Raiden.
I'm glad to see that one warden shark survived the attack. I've been spying on the drowned king for a while now, and witnessed your city fall.
Then you saw my parents get turned into monsters. I have to save them. He told me that I was far too weak to fight anything, let alone the drowned king's army.
I know of 5 ancient hearts of the scope. Each one you possess will make you stronger in different ways, but I only know where one of them is.
If I find them all, then I'll be strong enough to defeat the Drowned King and save my parents. Where do I begin? The next day, Raiden led me through a cave until we came across an opening that led to a large temple. We went inside and found a heart of the Skulk sitting on a pedestal in the middle of a room. Perfect! I then swam towards it.
Bozo, wait!
As I grabbed the heart, the area began to shake violently before drowned guardians broke through the temple walls. We were completely surrounded and things looked hopeless. But then I felt something growing from inside of me. I grew into an adult-sized warden shark and gained 5 more hearts. I felt so strong. As the guardians began to attack, I realized that I had a powerful warden bite. They were strong, but with my new ability, I was able to eventually take them all down. Man, and with no hearts to spare.
See, this is why you're so important, Fozo. You are the only one who can use these skull cards, and with them, we can finally end the Drowned King's reign.
Together, we left the temple, but were quickly interrupted by a rumbling noise. Wait, Raiden, do you hear something? We both turned around, only to see a massive wave barreling towards us.
Swim!
We tried to swim as fast as we could, but found ourselves swept away into a powerful wave, causing me to pass out. On day 5, I slowly woke up in a cove. What happened? I noticed that my hearts were really low. Did that wave almost kill us?
Fozo, I sense another wave on its way. We have to shelter ourselves now.
You're right. I quickly noticed a sunken ship in the cove and collected materials from it before making a set of stone tools. I was even able to find some emeralds and iron in the chest. From there, I got enough materials to start making myself and Raiden a large underwater shelter. I even added a wall alongside the coast to prevent any other tidal waves from hitting us. Just as I finished, I heard a large slam.
Looks like you finished just in time, Fozo.
I then noticed my hunger was getting low. Using my new bite ability, I went around the bottom of the ocean and hunted down some fish. This ability is amazing. I wonder if each heart of the Skulk will give me a new one. As I finished eating, Raiden and I heard a noise coming from the surface. I looked around and saw a huge wooden object. What can that be? I swam up on day 6 and peeked out of the water to see a massive ship floating in front of me. It looks like it's full of pirates? I then looked over and saw the captain talking to none other than the Drowned King.
Yar, it be a deal.
Then the water's surface now belongs to you, Captain Deadbeard. Take this book and guard it with your life. If it is combined with the sacred Skulk artifacts, then our drowned curse can be broken, which can't happen.
The king tossed the pirate captain a strange-looking book. Wait, if I have that, then I can save my family.
And be on the lookout for a baby warden shark. He escaped my new pets.
Pets? Those are my parents. I got angry and swam closer to the boat, but suddenly was pulled under the surface. What's happening? I noticed that there was a large patch of magma blocks. I began taking damage. This isn't good. Luckily, I was able to break free before I lost too many hearts. When I re-emerged, though, I saw the ship sailing away. No, I couldn't let them get away. I have to get that book. I continued to follow the ship into the next day until it eventually docked by land. Finally. Now to sneak on board. Unfortunately, there was no way for me to reach the deck from the water. While searching for an alternative route in, one of the pirates spotted me.
Ahoy! That's Warden Shark Bioi here!
A bunch of pirates then rushed out from the ship and started shooting at me. Ah! I have to get out of here! I pushed myself back into the water and quickly swam down while dodging their bullets. Ugh, I need to get stronger before I can take them on. Just then, I noticed the clownfish watching me from behind some kelp. Hey, buddy, do you know?
Don't eat me!
The fish bolted away. Hey, wait! I'm not gonna hurt you!
No, wait. I'm not falling for that.
Finally, I cornered the little guy in a small cave. Hey, man, I'm not hungry, okay? I'm just looking for some hearts of the skulk. Do you know anything about them?
You mean you're not gonna eat me?
The fish seemed suspicious of me, but then swam closer.
Yeah, okay, sure. I know about a heart, but if I help you, then you gotta help me with something.
Deal. What do you need help with? On day 8, the clownfish brought me to a coral reef. Oh, wow. This place is beautiful.
My home is down there, and I was taken over by the drowned. If you help me retrieve my joke book, I'll take you to the heart. I'm a clownfish. I need my jokes.
We began to swim down when I saw a movement behind the coral. What the? Suddenly, drowned eels swam right for us.
Oh, no!
I went in and fought them. Their attacks were tough, but with my new warden bite, I can tell it was severely damaging them. After a little while, I was finally able to take them all down.
Wow. Thanks, man. These waters are getting dangerous. To be honest, you're the first non-drowned guy I've seen in a while.
Yeah, well, you're the first fish that I haven't wanted to eat. You should stick with me. Us survivors gotta stick together, right? I could tell that the clownfish was grateful. Both him and I went inside his small, broken home before I went into a nearby chest. Just as he said, there was his joke book.
Thanks, Warden Shark. I don't know what I would do without this. The name's Marlton.
Of course. Now, you said you can show me towards the next heart? The clownfish nodded and started to lead the way. On days 9 to 10, we reached a strange crevice in the middle of the ocean. Whoa. What is this place? Marlton brought me further down until he beelined it out of nowhere. Hey, why would he just leave me? Was this a trap? I heard a loud noise coming from the bottom of the cave and decided to follow it. I reached an underwater cave tunnel. While traveling, I managed to find some iron alongside the cave walls. With it, I smelted some and crafted myself some iron armor and tools for my journey. Who knows what's ahead? I kept going until I reached an opening. This has to be where the sound was coming from. All of a sudden, a huge creature slowly started to rise behind me. I turned around, only to see a giant killer whale staring me down. Ah! The killer whale said nothing and immediately started to attack me.
Leave my home at once!
I tried to fight back, but I could tell my bites weren't doing that much damage to it. Okay, I'm leaving. I was swimming away, and the whale was charging right behind me. On days 11 to 12, I managed to find a small crack in the cave wall. I quickly went through it, which bought me enough time to escape the killer whale. Phew, that was close. I kept going until I found an underwater room that was holding the second heart of the skulk. Wow, I guess Marlton was telling the truth. I swam over and picked it up. My scales then changed, and I gained 5 more hearts. I feel so much stronger. My celebration, though, was cut short because the killer whale blasted through one of the cave walls. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. The whale charged in, but thanks to my increase in strength, I was putting up a way better fight. The whale even noticed this and started to flee away. Yeah, that should teach you not to mess with the warden shark. I was leaving the crevice when Marlton reappeared. Oh, there you are. Thanks for the backup back there.
Sorry. I had stage fright, I guess. But looks like you've gotten stronger. I told you I know where it was. I just wish I still had a home.
Come on, Marlton. I think I know a perfect spot for your new one. On days 13 to 14, I began building up Marlton's new house at our cove. He was quite small, so I wasn't too worried about the size of it. And done. How do you like it?
Say, thanks, Fozo. This place looks great. All that's missing now is a small stage to do my little comedy shows. I can't wait.
That sounds amazing. I quickly left to go check on Raiden, but to my surprise, he wasn't home. I wonder where he could be. I thought back to the pirate and knew if I wanted to find that book, I would have have to find a way to get on land. I looked at the shoreline, and for some odd reason, I had the urge to walk on the beach. Once I did, something began to happen. Thanks to my second upgrade, my body changed, and 2 legs sprouted out, giving me the ability to walk. I began taking my first steps. Okay, this feels weird. I was making my way further away from the ocean, filled with excitement. I was the first shark with legs? Awesome! My excitement got cut short because I began to realize that I couldn't breathe. My heart started depleting, and I needed to get back to the water fast. Oh no, what do I do? With no water in sight, I knew that I was done for. Right before death, a villager ran in and dumped a bucket of water onto me. Oh, that's so much better. Hey, thanks for the save.
Wow, you are an ugly one, aren't you? Look, I saved you, so don't kill me.
Of course I won't. Would you happen to know a way around this breathing problem I'm facing here?
I may have something. Follow me, ugly shark.
The villager and I hurried over to a coastal village. I was holding my breath as long as I could. He introduced me to another villager in a robe. I explained my problem to him, and he pulled out a special potion.
Well, I do have this permanent potion of air breathing. It's useless to us.
Cool. Can I have it then?
No, idiot. I want emeralds. I'm a villager.
Oh, right. Thankfully for me, I found some days ago. The villager then dropped me the potion. I drank it and immediately felt way better. Awesome! I was quickly interrupted by the sound of a dolphin. Can this be? I left the villagers' homes and made my way to the coast. Sure enough, Raiden was there waiting.
Fozo, there you are! And you have legs. Anyway, listen, that pirate ship we saw earlier, I've been following its trail, and it's currently docked at a shoreline close by.
It is? Maybe with my new legs, I can stand a chance. I left the shoreline and quickly followed Raiden. Sure enough, the pirate ship was exactly where he said it was. If we're able to get that book that holds the cure, we can reverse all of this.
I have an idea. Let's just hope it works.
On days 17 to 18, I used my newly acquired legs and jumped aboard the drowned pirate ship. I looked around and noticed all the pirates were sleeping. I need to stay quiet then. I snuck my way into the captain's quarters just to find the captain himself snoozing in his chair. Right next to him was the magic book. I guess this will be easier than I thought. Oh no.
No, Ma. I don't regret me life choices. You'll never understand me.
That was close. I crept closer and grabbed the book.
What? Ahoy! That blasted warden shark be in me quarters, and he got legs!
Uh-oh. I quickly ran out onto the deck, but found myself cut off by the drowned pirates. They all attacked me, and I did my best to fight them with my warden bite. I even knocked some into the water, where Raiden was waiting to finish them off. Just then, Captain Deadbeard came out of nowhere and knocked me back. I tried to bite him, but it seemed to have little effect, and I soon found myself surrounded by his men.
So, ye thought ye could just take me book and leave, did ye?
Trapped? I had to think fast. I yelled out to Raiden and tossed the book overboard.
No!
The captain then knocked me out before turning to see Raiden escaping with the book.
Curses! You'll pay for what you've done, Warden Shark.
I woke up the next day to find myself locked in a cell. Standing right next to me was a little baby whale. Oh my goodness. Are you okay, little guy?
Hey, mister. No, I haven't had water in days.
He didn't look like he would last much longer. Why would those savages do this?
Why, to strengthen our army, of course. The Drowned King and I have big plans.
You would even turn this poor baby whale into a monster?
What care be it o' mine? As long as I help the Drowned King, I get to rule the seas above with no competition.
Suddenly, the whole ship began to shake violently. What's going on?
Yar! It be that cursed beast again!
Water then started to pour in as the ship began to crack. Seeing a hole, the baby whale and I quickly escaped into the open water. We both turned around to see that a giant drowned jellyfish had crushed the ship and dragged it under the surface. He doesn't seem friendly. The jellyfish must have noticed us because he immediately began to swim in our direction. On days 21 to 23, the drowned jellyfish tried to attack the baby whale. I stepped in and used my bite on it. It looks like even my bite was stronger because this jellyfish was definitely taking some damage.
The drowned king will be happy once you're dead.
I spoke too soon because his attacks hurt a lot. Ah! I thought I was done for when all of a sudden, the giant killer whale I saw previously jumped in. It started to attack the jellyfish as well. With our combined strength, the jellyfish stood no chance and was soon defeated.
You found my precious baby!
Mama! I'm just happy you guys are safe now.
I'm sorry for trying to hurt you before. I thought you worked for that horrible drowned king. He took everything from me.
Well, I'm doing everything in my power to stop him. If you guys need a safe place to stay, then I have the perfect place for that.
Ahoy! You summoned me?
I have been informed that the Warden Shark took the book I ordered you to protect with your life!
But your drowned jellyfish attacked me, and...
Excuses! Kill that shark! It's his head or yours!
All three of us returned back to the cove on days 24 to 26. I quickly found a nice spot for them and made them their own home that was roomy for their size. Looking at the entire cove, I knew that this place was coming along nicely.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
I was about to say you're welcome when I was quickly interrupted by a joke.
All right. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Keep working on it, buddy.
I noticed he didn't have a full audience watching, but with the amount of fish we were saving, I knew that that would change soon. I swam over to Raiden, and he was happy to see that I was okay.
I've done lots of readings on this book for the cure. In order to make it, looks like we'll need 3 different skulk items. The skulk magma seeds, the skulk bone, and the skulk tendril. Each seem like they're going to be harder and harder to get, so you should still upgrade as you find them.
Good idea. Where's the first item?
The skulk magma seed is in an ocean that is much hotter than the rest. The Nether. I know of an abandoned portal, but you must get the rest of the resources if you wish to activate it.
Sounds like a plan to me. Where is this portal? On days 27 to 29, I was going to various locations to find the leftover ingredients. Using my new amazing legs, I went on the shoreline and was able to grab myself a flint to make flint and steel. After that, I found the right amount of obsidian down below an underwater cave, and luckily, there were enough diamonds for me to make a pick and collect the obsidian. I then made my way over to where the portal was located. This is too easy. I put the blocks on the portal and was about to activate it when...
Would you look at this? The last Warden Shark running away from its destiny!
You hurt my parents! You've hurt many different lives in this ocean! I will do what I have to in order to stop you!
Don't you already see that it's too late? I have this ocean in my grip! Once I have you, it won't stand a chance!
All of a sudden, a bunch of other drowned were summoned around me. Knowing that I had no other choice, I ignited the portal and escaped. I made my way on the other side of the portal and knew that I had to act fast. I quickly pulled my pickaxe out and started to mine the obsidian behind me. Once the portal was broken, I knew that I was safe for now. I looked over and saw a giant lava ocean and made my way over to it. Since I was part warden, it meant that I was immune to lava. I was about to make my way inside of it when...
Hey, you can't enter, man!
Whoa, calm down.
Do not tell me to calm down! You understand how hot-headed I am? Especially after those new lava guys came here and started taking my stuff! All the Striders are never letting anyone roam in these oceans again!
Your stuff?
Yeah, us Striders, we love our golden warped fungus, but we haven't had any since, man, I can't even remember.
Let's make a deal. I bring you your golden warped fungus back, and you let me into your oceans. What do you say? On days 33 to 35, I made my way through the Nether looking for the golden fungus. I followed the Strider's instructions and made it to a tall-looking tower. I wonder who stole their food. Right before I made my way inside, I was quickly stopped by a horde of lava drowned. You guys are here too? Every attack they hit dealt some serious fire damage to me. I attacked bite after bite until I took down the last one. From the looks of things, he dropped a key. I picked up the key and then noticed a locked door. I wonder where this leads. I opened the passageway and made my way up the tower. I made it to the rooftop and there was someone there waiting for me.
Who dare disturbs me?
So, are you the one who took the Strider's fungus? The skeleton didn't listen to me though and began to attack. It shot out attacks that withered my hearts away. I tried to get close to bite, but it always had the upper hand with its long range. What am I supposed to do? Suddenly, I looked over and saw that the skeleton was guarding the third heart of the skulk. Perfect. Knowing that I was low, I made my way over and absorbed it. Like last time, I had a huge sensation of power that emerged within me. I gained 5 more hearts and now had a sick trident. The skeleton continued to attack, but with my new trident, I was able to throw it at her, greatly weakening her. With one more throw, the skeleton was down. I then looked down and saw that she dropped the golden fungus. Lava Ocean, here I come. On days 36 to 38, I returned to the Strider and gave him his golden fungus.
Oh yeah, baby, this is the stuff. You are allowed entry.
Now that I was in the ocean, I swam my way through, being able to explore many new areas. I followed my instincts until I was met by a lava ocean nether city. The place looked really run down and even had vines hanging low off the roofs. A loud rumble started to fill the area, and that's when I looked up and noticed a bat on one of the towers. Hey, is everything all right?
Oh, I didn't realize anyone was here. I used to be able to enjoy the view of my beautiful town, and now it's a mess because of these blinding vines.
Wait, how can you see? You know what? Never mind.
I know why you are here, Warden Shark. You seek the first ingredient, the Skulk Magma Seed, to aid you in your quest. I shall give it to you, but only if you help me get rid of these things.
Sounds like a deal. I swam around and looked up. How am I supposed to reach those? I then came up with an idea. Using my new trident, I was able to throw it at the vines, which caused them to break. I threw it one by one until eventually all of them were gone.
Thank you so much. A deal is a deal.
The bat then dropped down and handed me over the first ingredient for the cure, the Skulk Magma Seed. Perfect. The next day, I exited the Nether through another portal and I found myself in a new cave. I decided to explore for more resources and found diamond ore to craft myself a full set of armor. Sweet. I then made my way out and immediately noticed movement to my right. Who's there? I heard it again and turned to see my parents swimming right after me. Oh no! I didn't have time to react and was attacked by both of them. Mom! Dad! I don't want to fight you, please! I have to get out of here! I struggled and quickly swam away, but they were closing in right behind me. Wait a minute. I think I have an idea. Follow me, guys. On days 42 to 44, I arrived at my base, and they were still right behind me. Someone, help! Raiden swam out. He then built up a cage. Perfect. I swam as close as I could to it, and at the last second, I turned, causing my parents to swim right into it. Raiden then closed it off. Phew! That was a close one. Thanks.
Bold move, Fozo. What now?
Now, we just have to cure them. Hold on. I noticed that there were more fish than the last time I was here. What gives?
Oh, they're all here to see my comedy shows.
I looked around the base, and all of the other fish seemed to be happy and laughing with each other. I guess this place has become a safe space from the horrors of the Drowned King. I got to work with others to build up houses for all of the new residents. Well, all but one. A seal approached us and seemed to be having a problem.
I hear you're looking for a heart of the Skulk. I've been separated from my team, but if you find them for me, they'll be able to help you. Tell them Johnson sent you.
I agreed. Not only can I get another heart of the Skulk, but I can help out another sea animal. Raiden swam over because he overheard.
I'm coming too.
We traveled into the following day as the waters began to get colder. Brrr. The quick change in temperature seemed to be too much for Raiden, and he wanted to rest. I jumped up on land and placed down a campfire to warm us up.
Thanks for the warmth, Fozo. I won't be long.
I can tell something was off. Hey, are you okay?
No, I'm an old broken dolphin, Fozo. When the drowned attacked my kind, my son, he was turned against me. All I could do was swim away. I lost the one thing dearest to me, and I'll stop at nothing to see the drowned king defeated.
I'm so sorry, Raiden. Once I've grown strong enough, we'll defeat him together. As we continued our way through the Tundra River, we suddenly saw Drowned running straight for us. Oh no! Wait, they're swimming past us? Where are they going? Ow! A barrage of snowballs began to rain down on us. Ow! 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 It was too much, and both of us were frozen.
Thompson, take this intruder to the holding cell.
On days 48 to 50, I found myself stuck in ice with two weird seals staring back. The seals broke the ice around my face and began yelling at me.
Why are you helping the drowned? Where is your king hiding? He has completely ruined our organization here, and we will stop at nothing to stop him.
Hey, I'm not with them. I'm trying to defeat the drowned king. The seals didn't believe it and kept interrogating me. Johnson, he sent me.
Johnson? I'll be. He's telling the truth, Navy SEALs.
Navy SEALs? Oh. They broke me out of the ice, and I realized that Raiden was missing. Where is he? The SEALs seemed confused and explained that they only found me. What? I ran back outside, but he was nowhere in sight.
You know, there's a camp just down the river converting fish life into the drowned. And if I'm being honest, we have a suspicion that that is where the next heart of the Skulk is located.
Maybe he was there. I have to save him. I jumped into the river and swam towards the camp. Once I arrived, I saw drowned everywhere. I was about to swim in when a freaky drowned beast burst into the camp.
Intruder! Kill!
I tried to fight him, but my attacks were barely doing anything. This guy was just way too strong for me. He was dealing so much damage. How am I supposed to defeat this thing?
Hooah!
The Navy SEALs suddenly jumped in and started beating the monster back. Yes, it looked like we were going to win, but the beast jumped up and slammed down, cracking a hole in the ground that sucked me through. Wait, no! On days 51 to 53, I got up to find myself trapped in a maze of ice. Where am I? I wandered throughout the halls until I reached a giant room filled with platforms above a void. I better not fall down there. There was an important looking door of Skulk waiting on the other side. I guess I gotta use my shark legs. I began jumping from platform to platform. It was hard and I almost fell. Ah! Oh, that was close. Finally, I managed to make it across safely. I tried opening the door, but it wouldn't budge. That's when it hit me. The door was made out of Skulk? Could it be that easy? I tried using my Warden Bite and the door opened. As I entered through, I saw a heart of the Skulk waiting for me on a pedestal. Grabbing it, I immediately gained 5 more hearts and even grew a little in size. I felt so much stronger and had a new ability. Perfect. Now time to take down that giant drowned monster. I emerged from the depths the next day and saw the SEAL team still battling. They looked like they wouldn't last much longer. I jumped in and took a hit for one of the SEALs. It did some damage, but I still had plenty of hearts. Time to test this bad boy. I used my new lightning shout ability, which summoned a lightning bolt on him and sent him reeling back. While he was stunned, I took a few bites out of him, and before he could react, I finished him off with another lightning bolt. I feel so much stronger now. As he fell, he dropped a strange Skulk bone on the floor. I ran to pick it up and realized it was the second of the 3 parts I needed for the cure. The SEAL team thanked me for the save and offered to come back to the base.
We can help protect your people from the drowned.
Awesome. We'll need all the help we can get.
Sire, a warden shark has just defeated our main camp. He is within reach of the cure.
This is an outrage! How dare this shark defy my will? Get me Captain Getbeard at once! We're changing the plan!
On days 57 to 59, the SEALs and I returned to base, and I quickly got to work creating a nice icy area for them to stay at. This cove was really starting to come along. They thanked me for their new home and immediately began patrolling the base for trouble. It's nice to finally have some security around here. I looked over at Raiden's home and knew that I still needed to find him. Where are you, buddy? I decided to venture out and see if I can find any clues. As I was looking around, I saw a dolphin washed up on the shoreline. Wait, Raiden? What happened to you?
Fozo, I'm so happy to see you are okay. When we got separated, I got scared and started to search around for you. But when I did, I got followed by an entire fleet of pirate ships. But thankfully, I was able to lose them.
I'm just glad you're okay. Just then, we heard yelling and turned to see the fleet off in the distance.
Oh no, they found us!
I went out on the following day to confront the pirates. I surfaced, ready for a fight. Back off, or I'll eat every last one of you.
Wait, I just want to make a deal.
A deal? You've tried to kill me. The Drowned Captain explained that he was only working for the Drowned King to betray him.
I don't care about the other drowned. We pirates only care about ourselves and treasure.
Yeah? And why would I care?
The last item ye searching for be hidden with a legendary secret booty, and I be needing the shark's help to get it. I get the loot, ye get the treasure. It be a win-win.
I didn't want to trust him, but knew that I needed that cure more than anything. I jumped on board, and the pirate brought me over to his quarters before showing me a map.
X marks the spot. Our treasure lies at Skull Island, and ye are the only way inside.
On days 63 to 65, Captain Deadbeard and I docked at a dangerous-looking island. We began walking towards a cave.
Those that enter without a shark's bite never live to tell the tale.
Well, that doesn't sound scary at all. I entered and started to go deeper inside. I wonder why this place is so feared. Suddenly, I heard a loud growl. I turned around and saw a giant, deadly shark. The shark started to charge in and attack me. Ah! Back off, man. I'm one of you. It didn't listen, though, and just wanted to kill me. I had no choice and threw my trident at him, which defeated him. I guess that should show you that warden sharks are more powerful. I looked down and noticed that it dropped a key. Maybe with this, we can get into the treasure room. I continued deeper into the caverns. I eventually reached a larger room with a locked fish-shaped door. The key. I placed the key in its eye, and the door opened up, and Captain Deadbeard stepped through.
Arr, about time!
Yeah. It's good to see you too. We walked further into the cave together until we walked through a passageway that revealed an entire room filled with various treasures. Whoa! In the center of it was a pillar that held the final part of the cure, the Skulk Tendril. I ran over to grab it. With this, I can finally cure my...
Foolish warden shark, never trust a pirate. Soon the Drowned King will be here. You'll be dead, while I rule the surface in peace.
He ran over and pulled the lever, sealing me inside. No! Suddenly, I heard terrifying noises from deep below. What is that? I'm not gonna stay around and find out. I tried biting my way out, but it wasn't working, and the noises were getting louder. Think! I concentrated real hard and used my newest ability. I summoned a lightning bolt down into the bars, destroying them. I'm free! Even though that pirate betrayed me, at least I have the final piece to the cure. Now, time to go save my mom and dad. I returned to base as fast as I could. Raiden, I did it! I got all of the cured items.
Perfect, Fozo! Quick, hand them to me! With the book, I can make the purifier!
I handed the items to Raiden, and he quickly threw me back something. It was the cure. I picked it up and went to my drowned parents. I hope this works. I put it down right in front of them, and it began to suck the curse from them, turning them back into warden sharks.
Son, you saved us!
Mom! Dad!
We are so proud of you.
I'm glad you're okay. My parents explained that while they had been cursed, they learned of the Drowned King's secret operation.
He is up to something, Fozo. Please be careful. We are all in trouble.
The next day, I made my way back to the King Drown's base. My parents said I would find out more deep underground. I noticed that there were many drowned roaming around, so I did what I could to be as stealthy as possible. I found the way down and snuck my way around until I spotted the Drowned King talking to one of his minions.
Sorry, sire. We can't find the Skulk Wave.
The Skulk Wave?
Idiot! If that warden shark gets to it first, he'll be able to free the entire ocean from my spell at once. I won't let that happen! We must enter the deep dark!
The Deep Dark? In other words, the Warden's dimension. The only way there is through an ancient city. Great. No matter. I have to find a way to before he does. This is how I'm gonna stop the Drowned King. I knew the only way to figure out more about my dimension was to search my old homeland. The last time I was here was when it was completely taken over. Now, it was completely desolate. I noticed the portal in the middle. This is great, but how am I supposed to open this? Just then, I got shot from behind. Ah! I turned around to see Captain Deadbeard before me.
Your escape made me look like a fool in front of the Drowned King. For that, I'll make sure you never leave this city alive.
The captain charged at me and started to shoot at me with his explosives. It's time for payback. I attacked him too. We dealt blow for blow, but his attacks were really strong. Suddenly, I had an idea. I waited for him to attack again, and as soon as he did, I threw my trident through his explosive. Deadbeard was gone, and it looked like he dropped a treasure chest. I placed it on the ground, and suddenly a bunch of treasure started spitting out of it. Whoa! Among it was a weird-looking orb. I have a strange feeling. I swam up to the portal with the orb, and it fully ignited the middle portal in the ancient city. Whoa! Deep Dark, here I come. On days 81 to 85, I entered the Deep Dark. Okay, I just need to find the Skulk Wave. But where could that be? I continued searching until I saw a giant Skulk Worm fighting off the Drowned King. Oh no, he found a way in. I was about to help, but he quickly was able to defeat it.
Rah! It's not here. I must keep searching.
The Drowned King left without noticing me. I quickly made my way over, only to see that he was right. There was nothing here.
Mama?
I heard a noise and turned around, only to see a small little deep dark mob, saddened over the loss of the worm. My goodness, was this your mother?
Yes, she was trying to keep our dimension safe, but that evil drowned man has come and has started to kill everyone for what he wants.
Well, that's why I'm here. I plan to stop him, but first, I need to find the Skulk Wave.
The Skulk Wave? That's what my mama was trying to hide from the evil drowned man. I know where you can find it. Follow me. We must move quick.
On days 86 to 90, my new friend and I went swimming deeper into the Deep Dark. We were swimming for a while until we found a temple located in the middle of an ocean.
This is where the Skulk Wave should be located.
I told them to stay here while I go in to further investigate. I swam inside and found a pedestal waiting for me. But wait a second. After a second glance, this was the final heart of the Skulk. I took it. I gained 10 more hearts and grew a lot more in size. I noticed that my armor also got transformed into full Warden armor. A new item appeared in my inventory. There it was, the Skulk Wave. I was about to celebrate when I heard a loud commotion outside. I swam back out, only to see my new friend panicking.
Oh, we must go quick. I think the Drowned King is on his way.
You're right, Steep. Come on, let's get out of here. My new friend Steep and I left the dimension and made it back to base. I can tell that he was weirded out by the sunlight. Not used to it, are ya?
No, not at all. But looking around at this place you've built up, I think I'm gonna grow to love it.
I was happy to hear that and decided to build him a small home right next to mine. He was so young, I knew that it would be my responsibility to help raise him. I swam over to my parents and told them the good news.
Son, you could not have made us happier.
This isn't over yet, though. The Drowned King is strong. We can't let our guard down.
They're right. If we want to attack, it has to be now. And it has to be you.
I think it's time. I left the cove, only to see the Drowned King and his army there waiting for me.
So, Wooden Shark, I know you have the item. I will not let you do this.
Your time of running this ocean is over. What you did to my parents, to countless families out there, it is unexcusable. And soon, you will learn to regret it.
No, it shall be you that regrets ever facing me and my army.
His army started to swim towards me to attack. Just as they did, I pulled out my Skulk Wave item and ignited it. This caused a huge sound wave to emerge throughout the water, curing any lost soul back to who they once were. Eels, jellyfish, sharks, all of them were back to normal.
Kill the shark!
I swam in and started to attack all of the drowned. There were a lot, but with my new upgrades, they stood no chance against me. Bite after bite, trident after trident, they were all going down like flies. As I killed the last one, I noticed the drowned king retreating. Oh no, you don't. On day 100, I was swimming after the king before he stopped and floated in the center of an arena.
You took everything from me.
No, I took back what was rightfully mine, the ocean.
Let's end this.
The drowned king and I both charged into each other. His attacks were really strong. Every hit he dealt took away a lot of my hearts. I thought I was strong enough. I was getting low and he was about to kill me. Oh, no!
Any last words, you stupid shark?
Leave him alone! Out of nowhere, Raiden appeared, saving my life. Thank goodness you're here. Let's finish this. Together! Raiden and I both went in and started to attack the king at once. The battle was long and one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. But with Raiden by my side, our damage combined was overwhelming him.
Curse you!
Just like that, the Drowned King was defeated. We did it, Raiden. The ocean is our home again.